All right, we're here. Yay! Good to see you again, Leo. All right. I'm super
Yes.
excited about this too. So
Hell
what we
yes.
have
All
to
right.
look forward to, look into everything. So we're
Mhm.
here to dive deep into the mysteries of the unknown.
Oh
I'm
my
just
goodness
kidding.
gracious. Here we go.
Yeah, but you first had this session with me like in the 2024, was it right?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah. And I
Yes,
think it was
24.
my first session that I started doing. So it's still on my
Yes.
YouTube if people wanted to watch it and everything too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
really fun to go back and look at the changes and stuff too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
A lot
So
has
thank
changed since.
you for revisiting me and everything too. I
Absolutely.
appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
No,
I've
I
been
kept
wondering too when I look at the videos and stuff
mm,
and see you on the video and then I think, wonder how he's doing. So
oof, yeah.
cool.
Well,
Cool.
alive. Alive.
Hmm.
Soul
Yeah.
intact. Stronger than
Yeah.
ever, you
Good.
know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still going strong.
Going strong
Learning
with
every
you.
day, all that, all the life lessons, huh?
Absolutely,
Hmm.
absolutely, yes.
Yeah. So go ahead. You take the lead on what you want me to focus on or look at or,
Oof.
whatever you
Yeah.
want to do.
Well, this is I believe, SSP, alter
Mm.
aspect retrieval.
Okay.
So I guess any help, I'm open to any help, however it is that you do it, in terms of bringing back, integrating, self-integration, alters or fragments, or specifically involved in the projects and the programs. Because after everything that I've learned, I mean, I remember in our first session, one of the cards I remember you said max utilization. And at this point, I'm like, oh God, yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
have no doubt that they're using me to the maximum. Who knows where.
Hmm. Was
So
some things that you've seen or to like tune into
what I,
more just
yeah,
SSP, but kind of
hmm
some memories or what's been coming back that you've seen.
yeah, yeah. I think a lot of what comes back to me is in dream memories, and
Hmm.
also a lot of it is feeling. So I'm very feeling based, intuitive. But uh, I'll name a couple things that have come up and that were coming up this morning, and
Okay.
I was feeling you, actually sensing you for the last 2 months, like, oh, like
Oh,
kind of like, well, we could say my guides or my guidance, higher self, feeling guided, reach back out to Christy, and specifically around the SSP stuff at this time because of the frequency shift. I mean, there's a massive frequency shift right now.
hmm.
I'm so sensitive to it that it's like
Oh,
it's
hmm.
I'm just doing my
Yeah.
best to stay stabilized. But
Yeah.
anyhow, so whatever, I think whatever feels ready to come back home, but there's a couple of things that to my knowledge, and I could be wrong, but to my knowledge that I must have aspects involved in, like for example, some things I listed, involvement with the Earth Alliance, Solar Warden, and possibly Project Seagate, because I've had dreams about
Okay.
underwater and submarines and
Oh.
involvement with the Navy. There's
Hmm.
also some possible, they're called the zoo tracks. They're a feline lyran ancestor that focus on um, the rescuing and fighting against child trafficking and all these black, operations. They're like
What is that called again? Zoo track?
the alien race is called zoo tracks, and they're kind of like the Irma, which you're probably familiar with, the
Oh,
feline hybrids, but they have a they're like warriors. They're
yeah, yeah.
straight feline warriors,
Hmm.
and their focus a lot, from what I've learned, is that they're like I don't know if they're cyborgs. I think some of them might be cyborgs, but they have cybernetic augmentations to basically go into like some of the darker realms, and to basically save a lot of the traffic victims and to fight back and doing all kinds of just so anyhow. But that's something that's been coming through over the last 2 years. This feline
Yeah.
warrior kind of consciousness,
Hmm.
and it's kind of like even in my I feel it in my like
Hmm.
physical embodiment too.
Hmm.
Even my voice a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And
There's
you're
also
Leo too, right? I remember you're Leo,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Well, that's just from my like legal name, but
Yeah.
then I start to connect more to that feline consciousness. And
Yeah.
was there another thing? There's some involvement, I think, with some of the starseed programs and just like
Yeah.
Nachtwaffen, I believe. I've had some weird dreams about just, I don't know if it's remote viewing or what, but that's something that I kind of want to, could use some help with because God knows what. But as far as I know, there's been some like SRA abduction in my case, being a
Really?
child.
In childhood? Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and doing at least
Uh,
because I know, like yourself, one of the
Yeah.
20 and backs, and I know you. I think from what I've learned, you got four or three
A
or
lot. Probably
God,
more than we even know. You know what
jeez.
I mean? Because we could be like sleeping
Mm,
and then gone 100 years, and you know what I
yeah,
mean? So how
yeah,
would they erase our mind, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy
Uh,
how all that is. But those are the ones that I've had a reading before with Jim Charles. He channels
yes,
and he said,
Jim.
that. Yeah, did you get a reading or anything
I,
with him?
I have done channelings
Oh,
with
you
him
did?
actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. What did he find for you?
Well, for me, it was he
I
didn't
like him
focus.
because he's separate than all this, you know? He's kind
Yeah,
of separate. Yeah.
yeah, he does his own thing. So I actually had channelings with him in 24, also 2024. But excuse me, he didn't focus on the programs. He focused, what came through was more like spiritual guidance for me specifically, in terms of like spiritual service and like being a spirit guide online and doing channeling and giving me guidance and encouragement to kind of come online and be a spiritual guide, but that got postponed because of a lot of the uh, just
Probably
craziness.
targeting,
Yeah, targeting,
targeting.
a lot of
Mm-hmm.
psychic interference. I mean, I'm
Mm-hmm.
constantly still exhausted and just like
Yeah, yeah, it is.
having to
It's
fight back.
targeting.
It's been a constant fight, honestly, straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Last year more so, but
Yeah, I see that.
this year has been more recovery and just
Yeah, because
strengthening.
we get attacked as more of like a inner like energy, the frequency and stuff.
Mm.
So it's not like they're just out there sitting in the driveway with an attack, but there is like an energetic something happening, so it can really affect our mental state, where
Yeah.
there's like a lot of kind of just low feeling, tiredness or
Yeah.
maybe depressed, or not a lot of energy, or uh really just like not happy,
Mm,
like not a lot of happiness going
mm,
on.
mm.
Yeah. So I wonder
It's
if,
crazy.
because when you said, but the zoo tracks,
Yeah.
I never heard of them, but what you
Mm,
describe, I could see and feel, because I know that I do that too. And
mm.
then, do you remember what you look like? Because I feel like
Uh,
it's
uh,
I feel like it's not like a big bulky, because you have to be quick and in and out of places too. So it
mm,
seems more like athletic, kind of
mm,
tall, kind of feline being. Um,
mm,
that's what I was kind of feeling with, like maybe like a um he
mm,
seems like he's probably, because it kind of he shapeshifts too, so I can see him as different colors as well. I mean, he kept shifting. So let me see like the true
mm,
form of you, because I can see like blue. You go into like a blue kind of uh cheetah looking stripes, but you're not like, but you do have a cheetah aspect, that is like a
mm,
warrior there. It is a cheetah. And then, but then it changed to the regular color. So maybe you can change colors there. And you do have like you do like things a little bit different, like with your hair. I see like spikes, with that, like brown, like a mohawk kind of thing too, like you kind of, but
Excuse
you
me.
have like a stick, and like but
Mm,
it's like a cheetah aspect though. Yeah. And you have like some feathers and stuff too. So you have like
mhm,
that I guess kind of like a shaman, that would be that too, that
mhm,
cheetah shaman. Um, and you have other stuff. You have things on like this, how he has all this stuff on here, like all this is just like a tribal kind of thing, it's more
yeah.
tribal like that.
Yes,
Because I feel like you have a wolf aspect as well.
I do. I
Um,
think I do. A big
yeah,
old black old badass
yeah,
wolf.
yeah. I see that. I
Mm,
think a lot of people are coming to see that too. the wolf aspect because I know I have
Mhm.
an inner the inner wolf that's like the male a male because when I see him like come out of me too when I'm jogging and stuff I'll see him like project out of me and then
Yeah.
I have other wolves around me like protectors and stuff but I see them kind of swirling, you know. So, but
Yeah.
the black wolf is like 7 foot tall, and he just like walks beside me, uh,
Mm.
like that. So the wolf, but that comes from I think it's the Syrian though. You know, it's what I always feel like it's a serious
Oh.
A with the wolf. But
Oh.
this this feline Lyran, because he's pretty rebellious and doesn't even care really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
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 I mean, they're basically, I would say, pretty rogue, pretty just like
yeah.
fuck
That
the law,
is.
fuck everyone. We're just gonna go save
Man,
these kids.
I really think I'm with you on that team because if I feel like that too, very uh just we're I mean we got a lot of kind of some maybe it's some rage or anger from all the stuff we
Oh,
see too, you
oh
know,
God,
like
yeah.
that,
From the
you know.
underworlds. Yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Ah,
but it took a like it it takes quite a special person though I think to be able to do that like to be in the like the hell realms really going in to doing rescuing but who comes to get those kids when we find the place someone like we probably just go find the place and then go take out the person who's doing it and
mm,
then like report to where the kids are and then another team that's probably more of I mean I can see us taking rescuing some, but some I've seen that there's like a whole wall full of cages, you know. So I think we have help. Maybe we call in the team from uh maybe they're on a craft or something close by, and they can come and get the kids. Um, so it's a lot, but it's a lot of, it seems like it's a lot of battling the reptilian and demons. You know, that's what
straight
it
up.
feels like because we
Right up.
have these different abilities and because I see myself as like that too, very tribal and it's tall and we have to be kind of athletic, you know, to
Hmm.
run really
Hmm.
fast.
Hmm.
And when we run, it's like we're running and it's a heavy run, like stomp, and then we can go like it's so it's exciting too, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we must be I don't think that we ever get nothing get caught or nothing like that, but I think um maybe we have that targeting because of what we're doing with
Yeah.
that, you know,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and probably has picked up the doing more work and stuff too, maybe since we met before, and then
Mm.
maybe that activated something. Maybe so, do you think?
Uh,
Yeah, like a
I
memory of that feels
well,
like. Mm-hmm.
yeah, definitely. It's been just been
Mm-hmm.
constant. It's difficult for me because I think you're I sense you're very clairvoyant. I'm sometimes I get the visuals. I see them more in dreams. Sometimes I do get visions. I'm a little more clairaudient and sentient
Yeah,
and cognizant, but um,
and a healer too.
and a healer. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
definitely that's I think my main in terms of the human, but. Lately, there's been a lot of this focus on security and providing, thinking about doing some kind of a service in terms of similar to what the Zootreks do, actually. But even from a human perspective, I started to explore shaman.
Oh, the thing cut out.
Just a little bit of a, sorry.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's all right.
All right.
I bet it's a targeting then, huh?
Uh,
It is.
I
Feels like that, do you think, or no?
I just need to stay grounded. I
Yeah.
get a little excited.
I felt it. I felt it. Like you just wanted to roar. I can feel it. It's a lot. It is a lot of energy. You just want to like release it because I feel like it's a lot of maybe even um things that have happened that, that we couldn't win all of it or rescue all of them or even captured at times too, and then we
Mm.
went and got each other, the team. There's like a team, but it doesn't feel like it's a whole bunch of people though. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it's a ship or something, and we all kind of are a lot the same or something, kind of quiet, with not a lot of talking or something like that. And then we're real focused on the mission. And
Mm.
then, but it seems like we activate once we get into that setting or something like that. So it's like, um, maybe we're like in a meditation state before we go, focusing on what we need to do, kind of syncing with each other. All, like it seems like it's maybe like six or um not a big team of felines really, because it's not, and sometimes it's not even needed, just depend on where we're going and stuff, because we wouldn't always be, but I feel like I do work with you a lot. Like maybe
Oh,
we're a team, with
I
this, because I
it
could
could
feel, I
be.
could see you, like they have you like in a chair captured down, and so, but then, I rescue, I come in or something happens with
Mm.
that. So, we get out, you get out of that. We
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just because probably outnumbered or something like that. But I can hear you like because you're like in that chair, and then there's a lot of rage feeling like that too. So I think maybe like the Montauk stuff like that, then that's that DNA, they're trying to bring that out of you too. They bring that rage out because um for your abilities, because you uh s- oh, okay, like I just seen you just like scream, like you looking up and you scream, and then light comes out of your whole, like your mouth, like it, like your the like source light, like out of your mouth. And then you look and then you're different, like you have light in your eyes, like laser, and then you're just like completely shifted to something else, so I can see you doing that, and I got chills just now from that. So that's intense how that feels. And so I feel like they did that at many places though with you in childhood. Because
Mm.
I saw the Montauk with the chair. Um, but I also feel like they, like the tall grays too, they take us for our abilities, our psionic abilities and everything too, to try to like move technology. Like they had me out in space on their ship and had me stopping, turning off other ships' technology and bringing it to the ship, and so they have us do some crazy stuff that they can't do because they don't have our DNA, They can't do that, those grays, because they're
Mm.
just synthetic,
Right.
um and then I see you with the reptilians too, like in that SSP too now. Okay, so I'm seeing that with the, it's like with the Draco, they're how tall they are there. I
Yeah.
can see him like with the arms folded, like looking at you,
Oh, fuck yeah.
like that. And there's like three of them, because
Mm.
you have like dragon DNA though, dragon DNA. So, along with the feline, of course, but you have like that dragon DNA, connected with to close to source like that, like source, and then there's like light beings, and then there's like dragons and avian and feline, and um then the cetacean, so
Yeah.
there's like all of those, you have all of those aspects too. So with the dragon though, yeah, I can see you as a dragon. That's really powerful for you.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
morning, this morning, what was coming through is I was feeling that energy actually coming through. I wrote it on my notes, but I'm not sure if I missed. Let's see what I wrote down. Wrote down here. Dragon, yeah, what came to mind this morning, Dragon Warrior.
Uh-huh.
And then I was hearing like the
The,
it was like, and it was like orchestra kind of music. And
oh
then
yeah.
I felt all of a sudden I was like, I felt like marching, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
Oh,
And then but then it was like what came to mind somehow. It's like it went into like some heavy metal kind of vibes, and then I was like kind of starting to rap like drag like, and what I was feeling is like seeing these dragons in hell, in some hell realms or something, and just straight up, you know what they do,
yeah.
but fuck doing
Yeah.
what the hell
Eating
they
it,
do.
like getting it,
And then I
getting
heard,
all.
and then I heard baby back ribs, please, and I was like, oh fucking shit, this is just fucked up.
Oh my gosh. I guess that they become baby back ribs or something like that to the dragons, maybe
God, I
so.
mean, it's just, I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know. I was probably seeing into like, all the hell they do. So I'm just like, trying to stay sane like this morning.
Yeah, maybe
Stay,
that's what they do though to those beings. Like
but,
it's like
but,
fire dragon, so they
but,
burn them to the bone.
yeah, but then I was just seeing, but I could see them like with the sharp teeth and like that,
Eating the meat off
kind of,
of it.
just
Mm-hmm.
like, just like
Uh-huh.
laughing and just
Yeah.
kind of feeling, getting pleasure out of the
Yeah.
torturing.
Yeah, because yeah, it's definitely because all the stuff because really it's hard for a lot of people to escape that hell realm because it's so many layers and seals and rituals and tags and everything at every age that they've inverted on children, on
Oh yeah,
babies,
yeah.
even before they came into this reality. So it was like even before, so like it's like generational of course, but it's not just like generational for your mother, like that. This is like following you till like going back way far, a long, long, however far back that this contract. So I've been burning contracts, with any of these demon or realms or entities and just kind of making them show themselves, show their true form, and then keeping yourself in a protected bubble space, wherever a room or however with source light, and then not letting them come in the space, but just telling like if there's like a front door, they just have to stay at the front door. And then there's like a table there, and then you just tell them to put all the contracts and everything connected, throughout time on the table and don't take it from 'em, make them put it on there and then just kind of see yourself as like a big giant person and they feed off of you. They're just a parasite. They need us to become large. So you can kind of see though that they shape shift. The demons do, they shape shift and tricksters and stuff. And
Mm,
so you could just freeze them and then they won't keep talking or moving or nothing like that. And then that'll give you time to kind of pull out everything that maybe they had attached to you, any kind of just kind of run
mm,
through your body and see if you have any kind of implant or tags or thought forms or
mm,
anything like that, and just like plop it on the table. It's like glob or something, any black goo, whatever, tracking, stuff like that.
mm,
And then you can pour acid on it, just visualize pouring acid on it or getting like a blowtorch and just blowtorching all of it, even the contract, all of this. And then you just kind of gather it all and then send it to source to um, transform, transmute whatever needs to be done to that, and then return anything that is yours back to you after it's been transmuted and, you know, cleansed, everything that's needed, And
mm,
then with this demon, because it's like a line of them going way far, into that hell realm too. It's like that. So you could just like shoot out uh, like freeze that whole line and then just like send that all to source, that whole line of the demons, just do that. And then they're all just gonna be lifted up and source can deal with that. So it's kind of cleaning out these old contracts too that really just are on a time loop. And until we recognize them and remove them, then they'll just continue on in that time loop. So, and maybe it might even be saving some of their uh, life eventually. Maybe they might, but we're not the judge, kind of staying neutral with here,
mm,
like not
mm.
not burning them or nothing. You're just staying calm and just, like that neutral,
Yeah.
and then cleaning your space back after all that, you know. But we have thought forms and stuff that are like negative thoughts and everything. I just like, what is this thought form going on? And just kind of pull it out and then put it like fling it on the table like some it's like slop or gooey stuff, you know? So I just get a blowtorch kind of thing and just kind of
Okay.
burn it up, you know?
Okay.
And like that, and then just kind of gather up the ashes and send it to source to deal with, you know? And you're just kind of cleaning yourself out over everything, even relationships or people who have you've had arguments with or people on your mind that bother you or something like that. Things, there's all kinds of stuff, you know, could be family members, could be friends, work, you know, anything at all that there might be an attachment to something, you know.
Mm.
Um, so it's kind of needing to do that even when you wake up in the morning from the dream time.
Mhm.
Any contracts that was made unwillingly, knowingly, you know, you want to burn all contracts that were made because there's like lots of sex dreams lately, and that's how they get attached. You know, I dreamed of Jeffrey Epstein last night. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, and it was a sex dream. Yeah. So you know that that's a demon trying to get back in, you know, something like
Mhm.
that. So yeah, and it's been a lot lately like that because I've been burning all these contracts when I wake up, and then so it's been more of that, you know. So I'm like paying attention to the uh, everything going on in the dream time, but and sometimes I'll wake up, but then you know sometimes I don't wake up, and then I realize when I do, then what happened, you know.
Mhm.
So I'll burn it right away, burning all contracts, and then that that demon or entity is a demon, you know, and then you just send it to source like that, you know. I
Mhm.
just like at the bank, you know, like at the like a chute at the bank, you know,
Mhm.
like you're putting that in at the drive-through and then it shoots up. So you just
Yeah.
do that, and so you don't have to judge anything with them, you know,
Mhm.
even though I wanted to burn them, you know, but then I'm just like, okay, so just freeze them so they can't keep shape shifting and talking and stuff. And then
Mhm.
you can have time to burn up everything and then just send all of that to source, and it kind of builds your everything closer to source in a way too, because you're kind of communicating more with source and kind of feeling yourself more you know what uh kind of discerning, using discernment more in that way, you know. Yeah, that's helped. It's been helping with clearing stuff and feeling better. um yeah, and I think we make lots of contracts when we come through here. So like with the dragon though, with the dragon, you know, they in the lower frequency, then that's those Draco. So they would be wanting that dragon DNA for their abilities, you know. So because I and maybe at some time you was a Draco to experience what that's like, because I know we have both negative and positive, so we know in that way. But that I don't think that that's right. That doesn't feel right just then. It feels like we got trapped or signed a contract and then got pulled into that reality as that being. You know, that's what that makes more sense than saying, oh, we have to choose to be good and bad so we learn, you know. um that's I don't I don't fully, that doesn't fully resonate now, you know, because of all the this realm here, and we can get attachment so fast,
Mhm.
and possession or black goo or
Yeah.
going to do the battles and stuff, or making contracts with beings from places or beings we didn't even sign that we didn't know we even did, because it's like a long time ago, so it's just carried on and we had never even recognized it until this time, you know. But it's been for how many ever thousands of years or so, maybe even it's
Mhm.
like a time loop with them, you know, with this um yeah. So it's with that, with a lot of, it's a lot of demons here, you know. It's like basically that this kind of realm we're dealing with. There's a lot of lower frequency in the astral. It's like, so Yeah, I think we've been doing a lot of missions, um, and we feel kind of the tiredness of it too from that.
Mm.
And yeah, tiredness and
Oh, man.
like there's kind of feels like the happiness and it's kind of like the happiness or something, that word feels like it's lacking, no happiness,
Oh
you
my
know?
God.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Ugh.
does. Really does. So, because it seems like a couple like even last year I was a little bit happier, so it's
Mm.
lots of doing, going through a lot of stuff, the ups and downs of things.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a lot to take on. But like you said with the Nachtwaffen, that's like the
Yeah.
German Dark Fleet, so this is going to be because I feel like this is one of those rep the Draco aspects of you, that because I see you as like a white Draco, um, and you're on, like it's like on a ship, um, maybe running some of those programs too there. So I can see that like a war because you dressed up like a tribal or warrior, kind of like that too. So I think this is it feels like some trap or something happened like that, where you enter this matrix and then we get tagged and everything going on, attachments right away happening, or even the our consciousness is split, like we're hijacked, and then
Yeah.
they still uh they hijack our consciousness. They start making clones or putting us in, using that fractal of us and then putting us in programs, so they would see that you're from this a dragon is what, because I can see us as light being before the dragon, and then, so it's like both of those at the same time. But then having to come into this matrix is like the form though is not of a reptilian though. um, I think we come in as a light or something coming in, and then maybe I guess the as we go in frequency down, then we have to eventually find what kind of body we want to take or how many aspects of ourselves we want to create to have this experience in the physical, and where, so maybe like this is like an oversoul once we come through here, so seems like something like that. And so you have many like this, the Lyran, all kinds of lion part. So some of the missions though didn't get captured. Some of those aspects didn't get captured when you're coming through. So say it's like the oversoul coming into the matrix, from the
Mm.
dragon self or some, from a higher than the oversoul, like close connected to source there, and then coming in and then you're wanting to start to have a physical uh body in many places. So like the Lyran, but you already you still have your mission. Your soul mission was, to take on these uh lower realms, because as that dragon you can do that, you have the power to go through and
Mm.
fractal out, because you'll have, this higher self, and then your oversoul, so you have all these many aspects of you, and then this realm as us in this 3D realm, it's like we are anchors almost too, from that higher to here. It's like we're holding that the cord or something like that too, the anchor, so then all these this whole soul stream of our many selves, it's like so much stuff going on, so much stuff in
Mm.
realms. It's like realms within realms, or dimension, like different dimensions too. It's um, like um, curtains, how
Mm.
like the with the curtain open it, and then that's a whole hell realm that just opened up. So it's like we and also that the wolf aspect too, I see is like a tracker, like a tracker ability. So it can be it's sent to It's like for finding these hell realms, tracking the like a scent or sensing, like on the if it was like on a ley line or something like that, because I
Mm,
feel like it's like a outside of the matrix in one aspect too. Like this
mm,
matrix thing feels like a big grid thing around the earth, like a captured, you know?
yeah.
So I guess we're agreeing at some point because this matrix that's put on the many layers too of it. It's not just like one layer of matrix. It seems like it's like so much on there. And then entering in, and then it's like every entrance is guarded by demons. It feels like that, you know? So so we're probably prepared for that already, that it might happen. So we probably come in full force, but sometimes it's and that's how we're um already read, I guess, coming in too, because we're coming down into the physical too, as us here, so there that can be tracked as well. So that whole soul stream of us, from the time we enter this
Mm.
matrix is tagged and tracked and everything. So even aspects of us that is in the series, I even think that there's like a matrix on the whole galaxy too. Don't
Hmm.
like even Orion and all of the
Oh
planets
yeah.
and stuff too.
Yeah.
So it's not even just Earth, it's like outside of Earth too. So maybe the Earth part, then there would be even you would already be probably ready to be in the physical there, but maybe outside as the dragon coming into the galaxy and then coming down. That makes more sense there. And
Yeah.
then you could go to Orion and Andromeda. You go to Pleiadian. You put yourself in all of these places to have experiences and see what's going on. Like you're like what's going on here, and you're kind of like a um we wanting to figure it out, like trying to see, a balance, trying to find the balance in the place. Why is it not balanced? Why is this not working here? Why is this planet not thriving? So you kind of have that way of looking at something where it's like off, and then you're trying to put it back to a balance, like and holding it or something. So it might be even that you can go into the place and then project yourself out as a giant. And then so now you have it like it's like a planet there. And it's like the size of a ball for you. And
Mm,
you're just outside and just kind of trying to find what's going on and then inserting yourself into that, so then you could
mm,
look and clear it out. So then you clear it out and then come back out and something like that too. So it's like you like to dissect it, like the Rubik's Cube. I just saw that, like going there and trying to figure it out, and nope, that's not it. And then just doing it again. And then so it's like that kind of scrambling something up, something with that, like scrambling something, it scrambles up. And there's not just one choice, like how they say red pill or blue pill. I just thought of this for some reason, like Matrix thing, but there's not that. This is so basic, these are like contracts. So do you want the red contract or the blue contract? Why do you want a contract at all? You know what I mean? So no contract. I don't want any contract at all.
mm.
But
No contract. No.
many people don't even know that you can say no contract, because if you say neither one, then what are you going to do? So it's just like that's like this reality with
Mm,
yes or no, or the duality. But outside of it, this like a whole scrambling thing. I just keep seeing like a time machine reading kind of thing, like that, like a scrambling, and you're
mm.
waiting for the exact time. And then it's how the bomb thing ticking down or something like that. So then you
Oh
stop
yeah.
it, something like this where you stop it, and then so it's like timeline editing is what you're doing as well, because you really like to be by yourself a whole lot too, and because you can hear and sense, and you just kind of stay outside of things and you just hang out. And I feel like you're this wolf too, like how he's squatting down like that and just like on a ley line or something like a on a line, where you can just listen and to whatever is need whatever you're doing, because you do so many different things. So, um, because it's not just about like kid stuff. I think that can be in a lot of places. Um, so so it feels like you're busy and then some of the places, though, I can see like an Andromedan. I see like on a ship there an Andromedan, like as a person, Andromedan person.
Mm.
Um, but as a male, I see like what you look like now there as like a teenager.
Mm.
Like you have a family. I see like you're
Oh.
a mother, and a father and a sister, and
Mm.
that's all I feel there. And then, but y'all kind of work together, like at the front of it's like a spaceship or something at the front,
Ooh.
kind of like that.
Could that be? I wonder if that's Elari. Elari and I are very tight.
oh,
Yeah.
really?
It could
Is
be.
that an aspect, a Lottie?
It's a serious B aspect, but
Oh,
in
yeah.
Andromeda, it was in Andromeda for a long time, and then
Oh, really?
now it's
Is that,
closer here to Earth.
oh,
It's
yeah.
closer.
So is that a wolf or
It's
is
a
he?
Sirius B. I don't think no, I think it's what you're describing right away. That's what came to my mind is Eilari, but it could
Okay.
be another Andromedan, I'm not sure.
Maybe so. Maybe he's
Because,
there.
the different races go to different
Mm-hmm.
systems.
To
So,
Andromedan. Yeah, there's like a
mm,
mixture of people because it's like a almost like a refuge place in a way too, like we had to abandon our planet and now we're
mm,
here kind of thing. Like so I feel like
mm,
that maybe have happened to you. Oh, because I do see you as like the avatar, the blue skin, like just like one of them avatar from Sirius B. I see
mm,
you as something like that too, a
mm.
being in that way. Um, but you've moved around there, so it feels like that Andromedan person doesn't feel like that Avatar one, not like that. But he does feel like they took refuge um and moved there. So it's maybe um it's like humanoid looking,
That's
the
interesting.
family.
And I'm
Yeah.
hearing right away in my mind, I'm hearing Shiva, yeah, Shiva, yeah. This morning I was getting very strong Shiva vibes.
Okay.
I think a lot of that is like Andromedan.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel that too.
It's just the feeling, the
Hmm,
vibe,
that is just now too.
the
That
frequency.
matches. It's like something that um it feels like something that's learned too, maybe like a new way or something with that. Something feels like a like interaction with um hmm, can't quite see exactly how it is, but it's like a new way of
Mm,
thinking too in a way. But it feels like there's like that Shiva because I feel like I see like Shiva's sitting like in a meditated, there and then
mm,
um maybe maybe bringing peace to the people who are seeking refuge or something like that. So it's like a calm place. So I don't know if that there feels like doesn't feel like quite a lot of freedom in a way, maybe a little bit of
mm.
uh cultish or control, like in that way, I feel
Yeah.
kind of after a while. So maybe it's just temporarily because I feel like something with that, with your family. I see like your mom and dad and a sister, and then you, and then y'all taking refuge on this. It's like a mothership or something like that,
Mm,
or a colony, but it feels more like a mothership, that's massive. And y'all
mm.
live in there and they feed and they take you to live there, but so something with that. Um, yeah. So, but it's okay temporarily. I think your family wants to go and move somewhere else or something like that. Something else
Mm.
happens or you grow older and then move away or move, so something like that with there. I don't feel like you stayed there. Um, so and yeah, so then that kind of pulled me in. So it's like a control thing, feels like there with that, you know? Feel like I got stuck there or something, you know? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Feel like I got stuck there just then because I
Interesting.
wasn't able to fly around anymore, So maybe
Uh,
they maybe they do some kind of mind control thing, or some kind of a thing over the ship too, in a way. Um, and I think I don't know, but there's something with that because I'm like stuck there. So some feeling of being stuck there and wanting to leave but can't, like so some kind of yeah, so okay, so I'm gonna back up out of there, and then I'm gonna go to like now where, so I keep thinking of Atlantis too, so this would be like um a time of Atlantis when mm, what do you like you're some kind of a ocean being. It's like a massive ocean being, like the water element. So it's like you're the ocean or a water elemental, um, something like that. So, um,
Hmm.
yes. Okay, so I can see this. So some, it's like all calm and normal, but the frequency come like as a hit from a weapon, and maybe like fractured that timeline or something like that with the timeline. Um, because it was even cloaked at times too. Atlantis, it looks like it was kind of cloaked from outsiders, like the Draco or any outside forces coming in to destroy it. So it seemed like that was like that to begin with, and then they pierced through some things, and I can see you as like that water elemental, like the whole ocean or something with that. It's like you're the
Mm.
ocean, and then it gets hit, and then um it it like fractured you around or something, so it's like splitting you apart in a way too, so splitting pieces of part of you as a water elemental,
Mm.
something like that, because you nurtured the land, and it's like you took care of the people and the ocean beings and everything like that, and then that hit come, and then it was like a rupture into the like the ground all the way to the through the ocean, and it cracked or something, like caused the a massive break, and then it's like everything kind of flooded out or something there, or a crack or fall or something with that. So then, um, I don't know how many years it took to kind of redo another realm. I don't know because they talk about like three times in Atlantis, but I think it's just a realm. I don't think that they rebuild. I think it's just another realm of Atlantis that existed, just in another maybe that's cloaked or something like that, and maybe a different frequency too, because
Mm.
trying to be not tracked or found. So why is that so important though, to be for that their reality to be broken apart, maybe some kind of uh was it the some of the Lyrans that came to form Atlantis, or some kind of thing like that? Because it feels like some Lyrans are in Atlantis time too, or yeah, that
Mm.
kind of feels like a little bit of Lyran, um, human. So maybe something Syrian too, because it's and the cetaceans, the some all kinds of ocean beings. So, and but like with the crystals, like crystal technology, so it's something with that with the Syrian beings, and feels like a hit from like a wartime, like maybe it was found or something. So they're trying to eliminate maybe all of the Lyrans throughout wherever they went to. So wherever they went. If they built up a new colony someplace, then the Draco would try to find them and destroy it. So it's like, because they're like they don't want that, or maybe it would change the frequency of the Earth or something like that too. If um so I think that's what, because it's not, it's in a realm though, it seems. It's in a higher realm,
Mm.
Atlantis, and in different places too. So yeah, they destroyed one, and then so that's gone. And they didn't rebuild. There's nothing to rebuild after that. It's just gone, that realm, because they
Oh,
blew the realm up and everything, nothing existed after that. If it
oh,
did, I mean, I don't know what happened to it.
oh,
Um, but then another realm, so something like that.
mm,
So, but it already feels like it's existing too. So it's another, um, because in that one, it feels like it feels more like a program with the crystals, like wizard kind of crystal programmer with
mm,
the whole grid of the place too. So something
mm,
more, maybe it's more crystal technology or something in that realm. And
oh,
so it's a little bit different how that is. Um,
yeah.
yeah, so that feels like you a lot doing the crystals
Mm,
and that whole creating with crystals and stuff and with your intention of things, instant manifestation kind of thing.
oh,
Um, yeah, and I think three different places, maybe even who knows how many Atlantis that and was it even Atlantis, Why is it always called Atlantis? So it's definitely not always called Atlantis,
yeah.
like that. So but that's these are realms and places and they are um on on Earth though, but in higher places, higher realms. So this would be just maybe close to Sirius B, maybe another timeline before, maybe a past timeline, like if you're looking at in that way, a past timeline in other, but it going maybe the entry is through Sirius B into those places, into those realms. So see how many different things going on here? It's not like so simple. So
Yeah.
the things can be opened up and then you're in a whole nother realm and then you can open up that realm and then a whole nother. So it's like all kinds of stuff that can be created and
Mm.
all the, we're creator beings. So just creating a whole nother uh Atlantis. So you would want to even do that even too, or like a
Oh,
crystal place like that. And then so you would be happy just chilling there. It's like a relaxed kind of time. And then um I can see that you would have meetings too, even going to like there's maybe even like a some kind of a midway place that's like a station in space where maybe the Sirius B, um, Sirius A, B, and C, because there was a Sirius C as well at one time,
mm,
and I think it got blown up. Um, so so they just want to destroy anything that has the Lyran essence on it, or
mm,
maybe even anything that is not Draco. Because they're trying to rule over everything, and control everything. So there's meetings to find out how you can, uh, what you need to do to keep everything guarded or however in that way. So I see you going to like those meetings and there's
mm,
different beings that go to these meetings and how they can protect their realm or space, wherever their place is. There's like a lot of colonies, space colonies in that through Sirius B. There's like a portal or some like many portals then there would be, but then you would find different places through those portals though to gain
mm,
access. So maybe they even blow up a portal and then that would collapse that whole realm. That
mm,
would blow that whole realm up. Yeah. So so I think that was going on. And then there there probably was um
mm,
maybe a higher calling too. Maybe this was already happening here and then um higher aspects was needed, these dragon. So is needed that the frequency was needed to be able to
mm,
battle all of these places that have been taken over. Um, yeah, so it's like the whole. galaxy was taken over. And so, um, yeah, it's a big major job here. And I guess this probably would happen in other places too, you know, so this isn't the only, but it's like um, it's like so much stuff
Hmm.
going on everywhere, you know, and uh, I mean, every planet or there's so much stuff and we don't even hear about it, you know. We just think, oh, this just Earth, you know, and or
Right.
the sun, you know. And so what about with the sun? Because the sun is even um it's even part of it. It's even taken over. So it's even controlled with the way that it sends out the solar, the heat, and you know, and all this stuff, or things on that way to change or control the way planets can survive too, you know, because without maybe some of the sunshine, then the planet couldn't survive or something with that, you know.
Mm.
So and even there's even moons put into some of these places, but I think they're like satellites controlling the
Mm.
place too. So so it's you kind of being outside of the galaxy too as like a dragon and seeing all this stuff going on, you know, and then having to figure out all the places that you're kind of wanting to create um and insert yourself you know, fractals of yourself off to try and, you know, get everything straightened out. And um so it's I guess this is a mission, I mean, from source, but like I guess it's an experience because I mean, seems like source could just blast it all and then it'd be cleansed, but then there probably would be anything left or something like that, you know? So it's like it's like a math equation that goes on forever and ever and it's like scattered out here and then all this stuff. It's like where like I've been working like Goodwill Hunting, you know, how they're trying to solve the math equation and stuff and then no one can do it, you know? So it's like you know how to do it and stuff, but you do it because many people um they they want to be the ruler, you know, they want to say, oh no, that is not the answer, you know. So you have like the answer and know it, um but it's like at one time you tried to share the answer to um maybe whatever it was. I'm just seeing this happen, so it's like and then they uh took that from you. They just kind of probably even maybe made you captured you or something like that, like put you as a slave or captured. So something with that where you were given the information. So they took that, you know, the controllers of that of a place, maybe the
Mm.
Draco or something, or the negative grays or insectoids. It it could be it just is a negative race, you know, that wants control and
Yeah.
all these different beings that are, you know, higher frequency have the answers within them and then they do away with them after they've cloned them and taken their DNA, then they get rid of them. Just like they do like with the celebrities and stuff, you know, so
Mm.
then they can control that the where they're gonna because a after they've cloned you, you know, with or hybridized, put you through the hybridization program with your DNA and then the alien DNA, so they can open up portals now with your DNA, you know. And this is just a clone version with your DNA in it, just a small piece. They
Wow.
can access realms that you have existed in throughout time, you know. So I think they figured out with that's the best way to start the hybridization program. Um, and with this Earth thing too, like with the with the Greys wanting to exchange the human genetics for the technology, because it's just the Draco controlled military who are allowing the access to, like, it's like a gate open up, and then the Greys they're controlled by the Draco, so then they're coming in and taking the genetic experience started, with the Granada, however, Granada Treaty,
Hmm.
the Granada Treaty with Eisenhower,
Oh,
you know, uh-huh. It's Granada, Grenaty, or something like that. Granada. I keep spelling it wrong because I thought it
is
was Granada, but it's something a little bit different. Uh-huh. So
are you
it's
are you saying that I have something to do with that?
no, this is how they do. This is how they control the hybridization. So I'm just seeing it from your outside view and everything that's going on with everything. So this is what that I'm just kind of seeing that you're seeing all these different
Hmm.
things going on that they're taking the human genetics. You're not part of this. No, this is like the military men who are just soulless, that the
Ah,
Draco are controlling, and they
okay, yeah.
allowed access to that. And but
Looks
so
like you got it
that's
right. Yeah, it's Greada Treaty, but it goes often referred as Grenada. So you're right.
okay.
With
Yeah,
Eisenhower.
yeah.
Signed a secret
Treaty
agreement with ETs, yeah,
for
1953.
technology, so technology, I mean, that's what they're promised, but that they probably just gave him like a pin or something, or whatever, nothing big, because they
Mm.
wouldn't even be able to figure it out. But, or gain access to the underground military bases, so then they
This
could come in and out of
what you're
Earth.
describing sounds like, is this like looking glass tech, or are you saying you're seeing me outside of the matrix, beyond like the soul
Like
aspect
this is you
outside of
as
me,
a dragon, close to
close
source,
to source,
like you're
like a
trying to
crystal
figure out
dragon, like a
something.
Christ
Yeah.
or crystal dragon, because that's what came
Yes,
to my mind.
Christos. The Christos.
Crystal
Krysto.
Karayasathala dragon.
Yes. So it's like in that way. And so you're kind of looking at where, things, because you insert yourself in places, and then they die, and then they come back, and then you keep, so that's what you're kind of doing too, is having these experiences too. Um, so you have created all these different aspects of you, though, that need to go into these different realms and stuff, or planets or constellations, trying to make a balance of where, because you're this dragon, and then the Draco are fallen from the dragon. So it's like you're trying to uh, take back or collect what has gone wrong with your, it's like have they have your, not yours, but they have the dragon DNA too.
Hmm.
um so maybe negative, maybe there was some fallen dragons or something like that.
Hmm.
Maybe, I'm not sure, because then they
Hmm.
got, or maybe a dragon came into the something and then got captured or something like that. So somewhere, because it's like a a dragon, like they're all kind of connected as a family, so some of the family members have gotten um, you know, in trapped. They've been trapped or something like that. And then they've turned negative, and then all of this began, all of this
Hmm.
whole mess from that. So it's a big mess. So it's like you're trying to um kind of get back all of your genetics, or it's not yours, it's like your family brothers or some other dragons too, that, so something like that, where you're trying to um kind of clear it out a little bit too, so it can be because it's a lot to do. But even though it's their kind of experience, and there's just a lot of mess take over. There's no experience because it's all control, you know, and a lot of clones made, so there's not even souls, and they're just operating out of a soulless
Hmm.
avatars all over the place, so it's a big mess that has been created. Total
Yeah.
big mess. Yeah, so you have so you create these different realities and stuff. So I even think that you've created some of the beginning of this galaxy too. So
So
maybe there was just like a, go ahead.
as you go into that, I was going to ask you, so are you seeing that I'm a creator being?
Yeah, definitely so. Because I feel like that at one time it wasn't so chaotic, but it's like they kept moving around and doing all this like cockroaches almost like that too. Maybe there's some insects that are like that, just kind of populating everything and all that too, and using maybe even the Draco's genetics too, and making Draco hybrids with the insectoids too, and so there's like that kind of thing going on as well. Because
Hmm.
maybe at one time the dragon decided to get into the lower, and then it seems like some of them are captured or taken over or something like that too. So it's like so yes, but I do know that there's positive, not positive, but just neutral um r- uh Draco, so I
Hmm.
think, yeah, I feel like you kind of work with them like they report to you in a way as well, because it's like they might still have connection to higher
Interesting.
realms. Yeah, something like that. Maybe might be even like a fractal of you
Well, I
that's in some of
know,
these.
yeah, could be because I mean, the way I see it is that all the races, it's not like the duality is more on there's not, there's obviously positive and negative. There's a duality in all the races, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like so black and white, I think.
You're
And
right.
it,
Right.
there's more, yeah, it's a bit more sophisticated.
Yeah. It's
But
like a fall in the frequency, and then maybe there's like a where they could be. I don't think that the higher frequencies and or dimensions can be taken over by any kind of a black goo, or
true.
because it would just burn off,
The
it just
highest
would burn
dimensions,
off.
yes.
So
Yeah.
then once they get lowered, maybe they come in, maybe there's coming in and then get kind of some attachment or something or attacked or
Hmm.
however captured, something like that has happened. Yeah.
Does it resonate with you? This, have you ever heard of this idea of the 170 creator beings by any chance?
The 170, um, would that be like a dragon? Do you think
I
dragons?
don't know if it's necessarily a race. It's more like of a creator soul being connect
Hmm.
with source or, God.
Yeah. So maybe what if it's like um fractals
I'm
of
just curious if that
one
resonates
being,
or
then I
anything
wonder.
comes out. Yeah,
170, maybe that's how many times you can
or
like create fractals, of you
well,
of
I don't know.
but maybe it'd be infinite, I'm sure.
Well, I'm thinking they're more like distinct,
Mm,
either like they're like individual, possibly oversouls, or a hundred.
yeah.
But who knows? I'm not so good with all
I
this.
don't know either with
Just
that. I'm not
uh,
good like with the thinking a number because it
mm,
could change too,
that's true.
because of a different shift, so now it's not 170, now it's 169, so then but you know what I mean? So it can so different things or could be
Mm,
erased or manipulated. So
mm,
I'm not sure. If you resonate with that, then yeah, I mean definitely go with what you resonate with too,
mm.
because I don't know everything about that. But yeah, that's what it feels like. And then with this, you said the Nakwafen, because that is in the solar system though, right? Like that's gonna be, and also Solar Warden is like the space police in a way, right? Isn't that what you've kind of heard of Solar Warden?
Did you say space police?
Isn't that kind of like that, right? Is it like that?
My understanding, and I mean, I have they have told me that they're like you're a space cop. Um,
Yeah.
supposed to be protecting the planet, planetary
Ugh,
security.
planetary security. That's a that's That's how could like that, you know, that's just something that they're told then. It has to be because they're controlled. for sure, because it's a negative, because they only take the people who are in solar warden that have been like within the is it within the SSP solar warden? Is that part of the SSP?
My
Do you
understanding
know?
is like my understanding is like the Earth Alliance Solar Warden is kind of the same thing, and yeah, it is basically the like I think it's the U.S. or it could be global SSP. It's basically Space Force and Galactic Federation stuff, I think. Am I wrong?
Oh, that resonates more than like the SSP, because the SSP is like pure military gray Draco, some insectoid, take like to they have kind of set places that they go to as well, where they have colonies and
Hmm.
um going from here to there. They have like colonies created and things going on, so it's kind of like a whole operation like
It's like,
that.
are you familiar with Rock Cloud? Rock Cloud?
Uh-huh.
He
Yeah.
does a lot of
Mm-hmm.
disclosure as a U.S.
Yeah.
Navy. He says he's Earth Alliance Solar Warden, and so like when I heard his disclosures, some of it resonated.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, so
tried
it's
reaching.
go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt.
No, anyhow,
You,
but
you
that's kind
tried
of what I'm
reaching out.
that's kind of what I'm referring to. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, because I've seen him in experiences too, so definitely. And I know he said he has a black wolf as well. So
Right.
this must be a team of us like that. And
I, uh, I I have a
yeah, I
feeling
feel
so.
that.
Yeah.
And it's yeah, that's a whole different. And then but the feline, the that one too is different. But they're kind of like the wolves in the way it's kind of tribal a lot like that, but they don't work with the wolves. They're just all they don't It's a different, different energy
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But it's still gonna be like the wolves feel more like a grounded place. But the felines feel like they can get into places that and because they feels like they strike fast and hard to places too.
Mm,
Something like that where maybe they're opening up like these portals going in or stargates and going in and with the mission, because it's like once you go into there it's certain stargates or something.
mm,
It's like you wouldn't just go in there. um I don't know. It's like erased after you go
mm,
in. So maybe that didn't happen. Maybe there might even be traps with that, like little portals that were invisible that we some of them had gone into. Because it feels like a rescue mission as well with some of the felines who have gotten captured in places as well. I feel like I keep feeling like you've been captured. So it's like um a mission to go and rescue you as well. I feel like that. I feel like that
mm,
feline aspect of you um was going through maybe like a portal there or something like that. Like you were in it was like a craft or something like that. It's like smaller though, like going in on a mission to whatever it is, and then it's you was captured
mm,
and um been taken. It's like a colony or something like you're taken to, and it's like they kept you alive. They didn't kill you or anything like that. They kept you
mm,
alive there, so we could find you. Maybe that was a setup. So then they would try to capture us. We could because they knew that we would come in and rescue you. So
mm,
yeah, so because I feel like you can communicate. So they would, but you know you don't give any information. We don't do that at all. Even they could just torture us to death, and we'd never give up anything. And but it does look like it's more of that's not reptilian there though. This seems more of a insectoid kind of thing. So it's something with that too that's that's captured. Because the insectoid, maybe they have different uh seems a little bit more technology stuff than a Draco. the Dracos seem more warrior, like they have everything set up and they like kind of a routine of things going on, and they operate off of like power, control, the same kind of thing. They have technology stuff and all that, but they like kind of a control thing, everything operating like on a certain pattern, and that pattern doesn't change much.
Mm.
So so but it can be cloaked and never seen, but the pattern doesn't seem to change much with them. But the insectoids, they like to, maybe if it's like one of those spinner things, they just sit and like spin it all the time or something. So it's hard to even find where they're at. So if you go
Yeah.
into their portal or get caught in there, then
Mm.
it's like you've spun into a different dimension or realm. It could be any kind of thing. It's like you don't even know where you're at. So
Yeah.
it's like needing to get uh trying to find you is very difficult. So
Mm.
yeah, that's what I kind of feel like. And I feel like they really tortured you a lot. I keep seeing that. So um yeah, so I can see that. I don't know if you're still there, or if we found you, or if you're like in this. It's like they've spun it, and it's like you're caught in that kaleidoscope thing, like all
Oh,
the fractals of stuff. So
yeah.
you're like, it's like that it's spun, and then you're in one of those colors. That's one realm, and then so it's like you're
Oh,
captured in one of those realms. And to try to find you when it's always constantly spinning. And so that's difficult we can sense you, but to try to get in there and not be captured too, so that's what's going on, I think, with that.
okay.
So I think that I, there is, I feel like we need some help, like source help to help find you, or even to, um, I mean, I think you'd rather just be eliminated and return to source, like that. But you don't want to be captured there either, like, because I feel like they capture you. So it's like we need to go in and get you there. So something with that. There is. Uh, So I don't know. That might be like a mission that um, because it feels like that's been going on or something. Like in my mind, I feel like that's been a lot of stress or something trying to figure out how, because I see that you would be alive there, but they torture you, but they take your genetics and they make clones, and so they've done all kinds of stuff. Because you've been there, no telling how long you've been there, because time is different. So, but the thing is, if we go in that portal, then we're going to be spun out too, and we might not ever even connect with you and find you know? Yeah, so I don't know what to do. So with that, so
Yeah, I might have to be shelf that.
yeah, yeah, shelf that.
Revisit that. There's a
So
lot to
things
cover.
like this happen, like look at all this
Yeah,
mess,
no, this is, yeah,
complete
no.
mess,
This is all
you
new to
know?
me too. This is all new to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen any of this before. So it's like a complete and then so like with the solar warden though, that's like the say police, space police,
Mm.
you know, which is controlled by the Draco, of course. It's not um, you know, the Draco control so much, really. There's no freedom. I mean, they're going to say that this is a Earth alliance, but as long as it's connected with with our solar system, with everything around, then it's controlled by the Draco. So they're not going to let someone be on the solar warden. um there is some control there. I mean, we have our own little teams, but overall though, then it's like a Draco ran operation, and and so they would is you we do our job and everything with that, with the galactic emissaries and in that way, but in things go along just fine. But then if there's like a, it's like a boss coming in that sets the rules, you know? So that goes fine until the boss comes in and sets new rules or does something, then everything can kind of change and shift in that way
Mm.
too. So, and everything gets reported to them, to the Draco. So it's not, I mean, it's not free. It isn't free at all, you know. It is still controlled because it's some alliance, you know. The Guardian Alliance is outside of
Right.
this, you know.
Yes.
It's outside. So
Yes.
the how do we unravel all of this stuff? I mean, really it's an experience, I guess. I mean, we would want to go into this and figure it out, see what's actually going on and try to uh
Mm.
I guess report it or like so many details of stuff. Why is all this details necessary, really, you know? Because really the whole thing is that there's like fallen um angelic realms that was close to source, you know, it was like the dragon or who, you know, whatever realm, whatever being it was, you know, the probably dragons and probably all of them
Mm.
you know, fell in their frequency or
Yeah.
decided to or whatever that happened with that. And then so I guess it just kept falling in frequency until it's created like a maybe the a realm where you get captured but you get captured in a lot of realms, so it's just so it's like a program almost too where um like with the SRA stuff
Mm.
um you know, because that's going to be more um outside of that, the being captured, it's a little bit different. There's
Yeah.
not like SRA going on out here. This is like a earth thing almost in that
Mm.
way, and beliefs and stuff and religion, because I think that a lot of the like Jesus and religion and things like that have been projected on us through the churches and religion stuff and control. So it's like using that, like I've heard people say that they were, and even in the Laura Worley's book, using like image of Jesus and it's inverted so that they show that instead, but it's really Lucifer, you know, in that realm. And so, but they show it's Jesus that's doing the ritual, you know, and all of that. So they, and then they're like, see, Jesus is doing this. So the child grows up to believe that, you know, it's evil. So it's inverted. Yeah, it's so twisted that too, you know, but it's like a it's like a blister full of like uh pus and stuff down there, like that hell realm that they just kind of live in and you get captured and you know, and you just kind of stay in there. It looks like it's like a hive kind of thing
Mm.
and that's in a lot of places though
Oh.
that people are taken to for their rituals and then
Um.
they're like tagged, you know, um by seals and ritual stuff and like branded, you know, and so taken their souls taken out of their, you know, so now they're soulless or they, so it's all kinds of um just uh and who controls that? Because it
Mm.
seems like it seems controlled by the like like a reptilian race or something, but it's demonic, you know, like that. So it because the grays and stuff, I'm not sure if grays need like the blood stuff because they do captures and stuff and that, but it's more for technology, it feels. So I don't
Mm.
hear as much grays doing ritual stuff as I do like a reptilian race, you know, with
Mm.
them. Because in space and everything, the, you know, they have, um, like they purchase humans for food and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so that's so with So what direction should I go to now that you were
Well,
on your list? Look at your list there. Make sure I've looked at everything there.
well, I want to respect your time, so you let me know what you're available for because I don't want to
Yeah,
put
well, I
you
just
in
want to
yours.
complete this so we
I,
can
I
back out of it and not just leave it like this, you know? So,
yeah, no, there's a lot.
mm-hmm,
I think that's definitely a lot to. I
mm-hmm,
mean, it's all new to me actually. All
yeah,
of these aspects,
yeah,
especially the dragon aspect.
yeah,
Um,
mm-hmm,
not something I
yeah.
was aware of before.
So with what's been going on and stuff, I think all of these different, like many of the aspects are kind of almost, it feels like it's like a wake up or shift has happened or
Mm,
something like that, you know?
mm,
So
mm,
something with that, it feels like something happened, you know, where um there's an like a wanting to get out of the realm
mhm.
that didn't quite match everything
Well,
because not all are the same, you know, like that,
what?
but
Yeah, good.
you
Because
know.
my general intention is ascension. And
Mm-hmm.
so calling back all these parts, calling back all these aspects, whatever,
Yeah, and
whatever's going
returning it
on,
to
and
source, all aspects. You could do
just
that too.
and that's kind of my current intention because I think I'm just like, the feeling I have is kind of like we're wrapping up. We're pretty much, finishing up the the human experience and this whole
Yeah.
experience.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels accelerated.
Yeah, it does. It does it because um it feels like it's like an anchor here though. Maybe it's like an anchor, you know, or something like that.
Uh,
And if we
yeah.
wake up here or this, or we could, or the earth maybe rises up in a frequency, um, you know,
Yeah.
something like
Well, that has
that.
been happening steadily for sure. That's very, very palpable.
Mm-hmm.
For I don't know how it is for you, but do you,
Hmm.
hello? Okay.
What
Do
happened?
you, no, I was gonna ask. So
Hmm.
do you see that I'm in projects Surrogate?
Oh
Because
yeah,
when,
the
when
surrogate or
that's
Seagate.
Surrogate.
Oh, the
Surrogate.
surrogate
Although
program.
I don't doubt that I'm also in Seagate.
You're in Seagate, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely so. Because I feel
But
like we've done a lot of missions together,
mm,
really, you know, for the feline. We're probably with the like the family and stuff with that race, you know.
mm,
So we would want to tackle things in that way as a team, you know, trusted family members or so like that going into places, you know,
yeah.
but needing to um come into more of a fractaling your
Mm.
our consciousness, cloning our like copying our consciousness and making different uh avatar bodies to be inserted in a lot of these places too to
Oh,
have an experience.
is it this? Look, I got your book, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for buying
And
that.
and
Yeah.
and is it this one right here? Is that where you're
That's the
referring to?
Seagate. That's that Project Seagate there, you know?
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. I
Yeah,
might have
that's
to
what that is, the Seagate. So
send
then yeah, so it's going into
this right
like the
there.
I remember like they would that's like a training thing that they did, you know, over like the Gulf of Mexico and stuff. Like they would have us jump out of the helicopter into the ocean there, and we're just training to communicate with dolphins. And it's like all
Mm,
telepathically. Well, those dolphins are trained by the military as well because it's like a
okay.
military base under the ocean there. And then so we would come out of there, you know, like it's most of the time it's retrieving these relics or some kind of technology that's been stolen, you know, so there's some there's something important about that this um and I don't think it's like a negative I feel some more like a military like super soldier program but it feels kind of like they are rogue or something with that. So they're not all, it's not like SSP. It doesn't feel like that, but it's still kind of controlled by a
Okay.
military something. So it's like
Mm,
wanting to take the dolphins can take us to the Seagate underwater, and then we have the DNA to open up the this Stargate there, you know, underwater, and then we come out in a different place on the other side. And then so we already know the mission to go in and retrieve the relic and then get back as soon as we can and come back. So it's like that, those missions, you know. So that's
Yeah.
what's going on with there, that Seagate. So definitely
Okay.
so, yes. And I see Raw Cloud there too, you know, his
Um,
energy signature is there too, and you're there too. So we go to a lot of places though. So
okay. Okay.
and then so that and then the project Surrogate, so that would be like to where it'd be more of
That,
the German program or so, or was this
well,
with
I think
which?
the way I understand it, because this has been one of my concerns for the last few years, is the handlers
Mhm.
within like family and friends and just anyone that's monitoring me or surveilling or neighbors, whatever. Because that's something that I started to tune into, and I
Ooh.
started to like feel like watched and monitored so heavily,
Mm.
especially in this case. So one of my goals has been to just get to move, period. I don't even care
Oh.
where, because
Hmm.
I feel, I don't know if you have that experience in your family or with your
I live
uh,
with my mom and dad, so it's
yeah.
like, you
And I
know,
noticed, do they have any like involvement in that, like your son or or do you
well,
keep that out of the?
no, my dad definitely. My dad is
Mhm.
he'll have the same frequency hits and everything too, and he
Because
hears stuff and sees a black helicopter in front
mm,
of our house, and this is
yeah,
just recent and stuff too. So,
okay,
yeah.
is
So because we're
my
Native
family,
American, you know, the
yeah.
on my dad's side, my
Mm.
mom's side is the German. So, yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my family, I think I started to tune in and I started to see a pattern. And I actually wouldn't be surprised if my mom and my younger brother, the autistic one,
Uh-huh.
are possibly super soldiers as well as
Yeah.
assets.
I can
That's the
see your
feeling I
little
get.
brother
There's actually I have a
communicating with
picture.
like
Look, here's
dolphins.
that's my brother. He's the one
It
that's autistic.
Uh-huh. He's younger, right? He's younger, you said?
He's younger. Yeah, he's
Uh-huh.
younger. He's
I
like,
see him communicating with the dolphins in
and I
different
think
places though too.
I feel
You
like, but
know?
he's like non-vocal.
Yeah.
He's not like, but I
How
feel
old
like
is
he's a
he?
super. Oh, let's see, how old am I? So he's got to be 31. I think he's 31.
Uh-huh.
31. Yeah.
He still
He's
lives
31.
with your
Oh,
parents?
oh yeah, we're all pretty much.
Hmm.
But he's got like, oh God, I feel really bad because I feel like my mom and him are like, uh, because I can see it in my mom, like, and it's like they just drain the hell out of you, but they keep you alive. They keep you alive as
Yeah.
much.
Like
They
me and
just
my
they,
son, you
they
know?
keep you
Like
like
that.
bare minimum. They just keep you
Yeah.
bare minimum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just
Mm-hmm.
to keep you as an asset. And that's
Mm-hmm.
what I see going on here. It's like
They
all just
drain.
tight,
Mm-hmm.
controlled, and that's why it's so fucking hard to just get out of here.
It
Like
is. Uh-huh.
finances get attacked, relationships get attacked,
Yes.
um,
It all
like with
does.
family, everything is sabotaged.
Yeah.
And just like trying, so that's why my main goal has been like just stay alive, stay sane and sober
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
clear, and like just
Yeah.
stop, don't fuck with anyone. Like just
So
get the truth,
how does your
remember.
mom treat you and stuff? Do you stay
She
there with her then with the
Yeah,
brother?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one of the things too. Like I feel like I have to protect and keep
Mm-hmm.
secure the perimeter
Yeah.
because it's like a
Because
haunted place.
she
It feels so
can't as
haunted.
much because she always has to watch him, you know.
Ah,
Does he run or does he
yeah,
do anything?
plus, they don't have any awareness about anything like this.
Uh-huh.
Like, I mean, it's all
Right.
under religious matrix
Mm.
programming stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I try to talk about this stuff to kind of try to break the veils and the programming,
Yeah.
but it's so thick. It's
Mm-hmm.
like you can't get through it. And I think at a
Mm-hmm.
certain age, it's like it just doesn't.
Mm.
And plus the black goo from all those jabs, the black goo.
Yes, I know.
And so
I
it's like the
know it.
eyes are all black and just loaded with nanotech, and it's just all fucked up.
It is. Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah. Yeah. I know it, and it takes over too, like, because there's lots of attachments that happen in astral because they
yeah.
leave their body
Hmm.
so much too, and
Hmm.
then they also jump jump the autistic child, you know, to take to like to attack the mother because it's probably taken the mother's genetics as well, you know,
Yeah.
to create more of of her DNA because it's most likely going to be maybe a Arcturian or higher realm
Yeah, I think
DNA, you know,
Arcturian, it's Arcturian,
from
Syrian, kind of very
yeah.
similar
Hmm.
genetics to myself.
Yeah. And
And
then so your brother though he feels like he has a lot of Arcturian Syrian, and then the
yeah.
Grays though the negative Grays have had they they it's like they a takeover happened, So this like that, like a hijack. Like they come in and then something happens with that, but it feels like the negative grace with that, with your brother and then my son too. It feels like those negative grace, and then they put a bunch of attachments and
Yeah,
then open up spaces so they can jump into their body and so they have that too. They have lots of open portals, in their body. And
yeah.
then your
The body's
mom,
the portal.
yeah, your mom too, because she, it's like everything is for the autistic child. So you know, it's very difficult for her to fulfill her mission if she's always constantly focused on helping him, so
Yeah, no,
um
I think
like a lot of times probably the mission is maybe her mission is just to be a mother
yeah,
of him, and maybe
yeah,
he's you know but I think the trying to maybe do like removing or canceling some contracts as much as possible with him, or looking and seeing through
yeah.
him if he what is connected to him or draining him or jumping in his body, you
Yeah,
know?
and I'm gonna look into. Yeah, that's something that's like been wanting to do journeys to myself to help them out because it's
Yeah,
like feels like my responsibility in a sense. I
yeah,
because I guess what I'm saying is that I like see one of my fears, and maybe it's programmed, but one of my fears is that if I just leave, like say imagine I go to like Spain or Mexico or
uh-huh.
something like. My fear is that my consciousness energy, if I take it, it's like it'll sh collapse this reality because I feel in a sense like
Oh,
I'm keeping them
you're
alive
holding
with
it
my
open.
energy, like
Uh-huh.
holding it up,
I feel that. I feel
keep
that too.
with life force because
Yeah,
I try to keep myself at a pretty frequency, as high as I
yeah,
can.
yeah. So
And
like, because
but
there's not really like a lot of um like the
I
desire to want to go and do all these things, how before we woke up from all this stuff, it was way different. It was more, physical things that we wanted, but now it's just like trying to keep our frequency high. That's the because if we got into a relationship with someone,
mhm,
then then we got to manage them, because they're not our
mhm,
frequency, and
yeah
all of their attachments and their demons and everything, because they ain't going to be sending no pure person to us. They're going to have all kinds of they're going to be handlers or corrupted or
oh yeah
whatever.
handlers
It's not going
hmm
to be, there's no way they're going to be a good,
handlers
and it's only going to be temporary. It could be like a love, passion, heat at first, but they're taking your frequency, and then making uh, hybrids from your DNA together. So it's all a setup. That's what we kind of have to see. It's all kind of a setup in a way. So it's like, so maybe, I mean, meeting someone, so if that's important, to, because I just don't feel like it's important once you get to a higher mindset in a way, like it's just maybe just um just like a neutral feeling, almost like that. So like the whole thing of getting married or with that's like a physical lower realm kind of in a way, here. It feels like that.
yeah
How,
well I think it
you know?
does yeah it's more human focused.
Yeah, yeah, human focused in that way, human
It's not a
experience.
negative
No,
but
it's not a
it's
negative, but it's a lot to manage. If you haven't woken up, then it's easy to manage, because you still see things that are beautiful, and Christmas and all this family, everything is still
mhm,
that way. And once you wake up, then it turns, then it's like, sometimes would think I just want to go back to sleep so I can see Christmas in a way that I did as a child,
oh
that
yeah
was a good way,
I
but
hear
now
you
it's not like that anymore, because
no
autistic kids don't even know really what Christmas is. They don't have that what is, oh, they get a present that's happy, but it's not the same as when we were kids,
right
it was way different. So yeah, so much has changed, with everything. So I do see that though, with you holding the like a, it's not. it's not like an anchor. It's not in the ground. It's above or something over here or over here. It's like lots of places, like a perimeter all around your place that you
Mm,
have uh anchor, like it's like a is not anchored in, but it's like a placement, like a protection thing that you
yeah.
just constantly are on it's like you're a guard or something.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
something like that
Yeah.
at all times. And it's like gets tiring after a while having to be the one that's the only worker and guarding the
Yeah.
place and battling and then
Mm-hmm.
not being appreciated, or,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
no one to relate to. So that
Mm-hmm.
gets tiring and exhausting and stuff. So,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's
And
it.
definitely not alone with many of those thoughts because like the star seed mission is to be like a generational curse breaker and doing the things that are being like more of the lone wolf, or the
Right.
black sheep of
Yeah.
the family. So it's kind of, it's not a fun job really being a star seed or, whatever this role is that we're supposed to be here to be doing.
Well, I think we're crystal children. Do
Hmm.
you feel like a crystal? I feel like you are a crystal.
Crystal. Yeah, crystal, because
Um,
I see working with crystals and stuff too.
Does the Oraphim name frequency resonate with you? The
Yeah, the
Oraphim?
Oraphim. Uh-huh. Yeah, the
Because
Oraphim.
that's been
Yes.
coming to my mind lately is the Oraphim, and I always wondered about that, but now I just feel it's so
Yeah.
strong. Like, yes,
I think that's
the
like
Oraphim.
before, is that before
That's
the,
the one of the highest
yeah.
frequencies,
Yeah, the
dimensional,
Orpheum. That's what I
incarnate.
feel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those are
I feel
sometimes
that.
known as indigo interchangeably in the past, but that was a negative term, I guess.
Yeah.
But
They talk
but
about indigo, like in the Oceana Dean, her, oh, in the
yes,
Voyagers and stuff. So
yes.
I relate to that. I'm just learning about all those things too,
Oh,
that
yeah, the
that has
mechanics
been,
and all that.
yeah,
But
just
that's
in when the,
be careful with all that material because you can get lost and
I
lose.
know. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I just kind of I don't buy the books, but I just go with what resonates with
yeah.
stuff that I feel or that I've known before, but now there's a like a word that the Orpheum, has come to my awareness. So because
Mhm.
I didn't know of what that, about all this stuff. So
Well,
so it's just tracking the higher realms
it's the
that I've
angelic DNA. The Oraphim is the angelic DNA, and it's highly
mm,
targeted. I mean, it's what's I think
yeah,
in a way hunted down, targeted. The handlers are all up on it, and so anyway,
yeah,
God, I keep
that is.
thinking it would be really good, but good could also be a big disaster. To be stand like kind of like a group of similar individuals like ourselves, but like a little I don't know if it's a commune, but just like shared space and
Uh-huh.
trying to just to stick together and fight off this stuff, get stronger to like
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like they set us up this way, right?
Yes.
Scattered and
Right.
like
So
and,
we don't.
and
Yep.
personally I feel like you and I we might be like a different soul family, a different possibly oversoul, but we're still like having the same experience
Uh-huh.
are in
Yeah.
parallel, right? Like in
Yeah, I
our
feel like
each
we
our own
got
story
team
and version.
members that work
And
together, that know
yeah,
each other,
yeah,
we would
yeah.
work together and that we know each other from that, from working. But it feels like we're both a feline there, the angelic. So it's like from the same, but maybe just a different it's not like family like that, but it's like different family, different, but all the same race or so,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, the
that.
same ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I know it's like a lot here. You've helped me kind of see even more. See how I've been doing this happens like on almost every reading I do now, like dissecting stuff like that. Yeah.
It
Because
opens
people
up
are
and
waking up and then
yeah.
they're asking more of these kinds of questions
And
and
I hope
stuff.
it helps you as well. I
It
hope that
does.
is helping
It
you as
helps
well because
me.
the
Oh
way I'm
yeah.
seeing it and my current understanding of like the basic structure is like you got like the 12 dimensional I guess it's called the Akasha structure. And then but then really it's actually 15 dimensional because then from the 12 to the 15 dimensions, that's the non-polarized. That's like the crystal. That would be like the Christ consciousness. True Christ
Mm-hmm.
consciousness. Although
Yeah.
Christ consciousness, technically, I guess they say it's a 12. So the idea is that we are 12 dimensional
Uh-huh.
beings, right? And
So
but
what
the
is
12,
it? What is
12 dimensions is still like a dualistic,
uh-huh. And then
polarized.
like
Like,
you
and
said,
that's
the
why you hear
15th.
I'm sure you've heard about like Archangel Michael, right? And you probably heard
Uh-huh.
about that how Archangel Michael is like actually a negative um,
Yep.
ancient being at that
Yeah.
11.5 dimension. That's he's cut off. He can't go past the 12
Oh,
because
I see.
he's technically fallen, and it's kind of like, there's all these like fallen beings basically.
Yeah, and they insert
A-
themselves
And
into
that's why
the
it's why it's so intense as a human being. It's like, well, how the hell are we human beings down here at third, or I guess we're like fourth dimensional now, and we're
I
going
know.
towards fifth. Um,
It's like you,
honestly, I consider myself fourth dimensional at this stage
yeah,
because I'm in a constant. I don't know how time is for you, but I feel constant no time. Like,
I know. Yeah, because it's like
time
some
space
days
is.
I wake up and I say, What day is today?" Because I do the sessions from home and stuff, and I don't have a regular report to work place. So yeah,
Mhm.
some days I don't know. But yeah, I think that's what we're kind of here to do as well, like what Jim was saying to you with
Yeah,
sharing your in any way you feel most comfortable too with
yeah.
that.
I haven't gone
Like
back to him, but yeah.
yeah.
It was at the time I think helpful to at least get
Yeah, some
motivated, get a little more
message.
motivated, get a little more
Yeah.
motivated.
I know he doesn't go into the darker stuff, how
Um,
we need to see that and understand that though to get out of it, if
yeah.
everything is just surface and above, then people don't think okay, well maybe I don't have any aspects in the lower realms then, because but there are there are those aspects in the lower that are a lot are trapped, or so much stuff going on in the lower. Yeah.
Mm.
And the lower could be that 11.5 and down, like that.
Mm.
In some way.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah,
suppose. Oh, yeah,
I
because
guess,
yeah, kind of,
in
there can
some
always
way.
be, yeah.
There's I guess an inversion. It seems like there's like an inversion, like a loop in and then out, like a thing. It's
Mm.
like it's inverted, or I don't know. And
Well,
so
yeah.
something I don't
Well,
know.
the way I see it is that there's an organic timeline. There's like an organic, natural 12-dimensional structure. But
Hmm.
then there's this parallel, and that's the inverted in my point of view,
Yeah,
at least from what I've come to understand, that the parallel is what they call the phantom realm or the phantom
phantom
um,
matrix.
matrix, yeah. And that's the one that's basically artificial.
Uh-huh.
I believe maybe it's what some call the metaverse, but I'm not sure.
Oh.
But I think the
Hmm.
metaverse specifically is just like a two-dimensional or one-dimensional realm. It's
Mm.
just like people get trapped, kind of like in that movie Tron. You know that movie
Oh
Tron?
yeah, I've
It's
seen
like
some of
they get
it.
stuck in a virtual reality and then they're just
Oh,
stuck
he's
there.
stuck. Oh, okay.
But
I've
anyway,
seen.
the phantom is the parallel. It's like not it's basically inorganic, artificial, and that's where I think like all these fallen beings are escape to.
I seen in one of the sessions too is like if you can kind of see how like this the matrix here around the, I guess, that you said maybe the organic or so like that. So it's
The
like
organic.
the organic, and then but there's like something that comes over like a magnetic kind of, maybe that's the phantom matrix that kind of goes over, or and it feels like people who have a lot of nanotechnology in them,
Mhm.
then it feels like that phantom can suck them out of their body. And then I saw in one of the readings that one of the guy hit, like it looks like a jar, like a bottle, and one of his the female divine feminine aspect got sucked out into the false phantom matrix, and then it's like inside of a a bottle of like a alcohol bottle or something like that, where she couldn't get out. And so she's like stuck in this phantom matrix over here. And
Ah,
and so because he was asking, um, like, um, can you help me find my soulmate or something? And I thought, that's a weird question to ask for this kind of thing. And I thought, okay, why did he ask that for? There's some reason that he's seeking his female. So it's not on the outside, it's something on the inside. So it took me a while to figure it out and asking his higher self to help me figure this out. And then I saw that she was inside this bottle, and trapped in there. But she still had the cord. She still had the cord connected to him, but he had no idea because he took the shot and stuff, and he said he was awake before that, and after he took it because he had to from work, then everything went black, and he's beating himself up and angry about doing
Yes.
this to himself. And so now he's kind of I could feel a lot of anger, and he's
Mm.
anger in his heart too because of some of the divine feminine is gone out of him. So I saw that
Oh.
she was over here, and I was retracting her back, pulling her
Oh.
back out of that, and then like braiding her, weaving her back into his body,
Mm.
and then grounding her in, like doing Reiki on him and stuff, and grounding her in so she doesn't just float out again. And then I
Mm.
severed that thing to the phantom matrix so she can't be sucked out. I erased it all like that. And
Yeah.
then did that, and then I told him because I saw like the Sophia codes, I saw that book in my mind, and so he needs to like start reading stuff about the divine feminine and healing his
Yeah.
heart,
The divine
forgiving
feminine. Yes.
himself, putting
Yes.
his self
Yes.
first, so things like that. So I asked him if he's okay, but I think it takes him a while. It's going to take a while to um process because that stuff that was pretty deep is what I saw there. So
Mm.
um if he still can't find the abilities and stuff, then maybe eventually after he heals the heart, then maybe things will start kind of opening up in that
Yeah,
way.
those are like I mean, I guess they target as much as they can, but it's like definitely the heart and the
Hmm.
sexual energies, basically. I mean, that's the
Hmm.
loosh, right? They suck the life
Yeah.
creative energy literally to so that sustains the artificial creations, basically, and
Yeah.
all these immortal vampires, basically. But
Right. Right.
because that's what they are
True.
essentially. I guess that's how I see them as parasitic
Yeah.
vampire, immortal,
I think they attack us in the dream time.
artificial. And at the end of the day, I see it as like it's Borg, the Borg, because I
Yeah.
don't know if you've read those histories, but it's like the ancient virus is basically they're called the Burga Budara. They're like these ancient um I guess I don't know if they're this victimizer program experiment that got out of control in another ancient time, and
Hmm.
then that became like this Metatron family, and then that family fell, and then it's like so way out there, but
Complex. Yep.
it's a
Like
we're
have
over
a.
here in a very complicated, messed up situation
Hmm.
here.
Yeah.
Some of us are
Yeah.
so ancient that we've been involved and we have memory of that stuff. So
Uh-huh. Yeah. Because
I
maybe
mean,
been.
I just figure some of this is so like out of context possibly, but I just see it. It's all connected
It
basically
is all
to the
connected.
present
Yeah.
time, and
Because we're trying to unravel
especially
it
this
all.
time right now. This is specifically this time it's
Hmm.
historically.
Yeah.
But
The
anyway,
more we unravel and see about ourselves and all this the truth, removing the illusion stuff and seeing or finding, then you find more pieces of yourself too that can be returned to source and then integrated, like you're gaining back all your pieces of yourself. And um so I think that we probably set out to do like a mission and then got captured in many places and then fractured and kept getting fractured. So we got all these soul fractures everywhere, fragments of ourselves in some places that we don't even know how to find them, but we know we feel them, so it's like searching for these lost fragments because it's like a just a soul fragment that's been traumatized or something that it fragmented off, and it's like hiding in a realm, and all
mm.
that too. So I've seen that as well, where they just, or there's even these demons who create pockets of like
The pocket realm.
hives. Yeah, and then they have like a whole bunch of children or fractals of things that they just feed off of, but they're like they keep it here, and then they go on and they keep another one here. So it's like, and then there's been like beings who come to the session, then they've been like a solar being, and they go over to the and find them, and then they go in and collapse that pocket and then all those souls are freed to go to source, through that solar being, and then they collapse it, and it's then heal that place up, and then of course they're attacked and stuff that way, but it's part of the mission there. It's nothing they can't probably handle with that there is a solar being, but being tracked in this place too, because it's all connected in that way. I guess they find us here in this lower realm is because we are more dense and able to be trapped,
Yeah. Well,
you
also
know?
our I guess our soul signature, like
Yep.
it's
Mm-hmm. It's still within us, our DNA and everything.
because that's what I've learned is like, that all the star seeds, all the higher dimensional beings, all the gods, goddesses,
Mm-hmm.
crystals, everyone, as soon as they get through that frequency fence
Yeah.
incarnated, they're just like from birth, you're just like stamped
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
You're part of the
Exactly.
programs, you're
Yep.
taken, you're abducted, you're tortured. Now you're all screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, how the hell are you supposed to remember and do your mission or
Yeah.
anything?
Like, why would, like, what is going on? Why would we even do this then, But it's like some kind of maybe that's an illusion that's happened too, in a way. They created some kind of an illusion thing, and then so we've fallen for it, and then got
Well,
tagged and everything in that illusion. They
well,
gave us like this is going to be what you have, and but it wasn't, you know?
mhm.
So maybe something with that because
Well,
they tricksters and
well,
all kinds of.
the frequency fence, I think is a big part of like, what they call the veil. Because I
Mm-hmm.
think that's what blocks everybody. Even you don't have to be a starseed, because every human being could still has access to like the, certain capacity to. But
The
anyway,
veil. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the like with remembering and stuff with so most of the star seeds though
but
can activate other star seeds to remember, you
yeah,
know.
that's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I forget that. God, yeah, see, that's the thing. I've been so kept to myself so much that I forget the.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm like, I need to.
Just
But
with your
that's probably
frequency
part of the
codes.
programming too. That's probably part of the programming too, is to keep me
Yeah.
isolated or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's like
But this is already
just
broken through
we'll
some
start
veils.
removing those negative thoughts because they invade you, like they're projected into your space and stuff too, into the whole space. So
Mhm.
maybe even cloaking, do you cloak your whole place and erase it from all anyone that they wouldn't even be able to find where you are, even your mom
Yeah,
and brother,
yeah.
erase, cloak them and erase like so they can't be tracked. And
Mhm.
then, when you go through like different portals and traveling and stuff, then making sure you're erasing all of your essence, all essence, and then like giving an
Call it
illusion.
back. Call it back, right?
Yeah, like you, but the remote viewers, if you're going into some place, then a remote viewer might be there that can track your essence back, track you, and then come to you to your place. So you want to, if you're going to go and remote view or look into some place, we're going to be erasing where we were, all things that we were even there. There was no trace of us, and then it's like we go back, we trace back, and then kind of make a different kind of illusion too, so they can't ever even track back at all. It's like lost and then erase all of that. So then there's no that's we're not even in their mind, at
Hmm.
all. So it's kind of like doing something like that too.
Invisibility cloaks. Yeah, I've been experimenting that on myself, but I should do that definitely
Uh-huh.
much
Yeah,
more often
for
for
your
others.
mom
For
and your
one,
brother
yeah,
and your
yeah.
house and the
Yeah.
car and the
Oh my
pet and the
God.
yard and everything around, make a whole invisible, and you know in
Oh
your room,
my
over
goodness.
your everything. So it's constant work. It is constant work, uh definitely. And burning contracts and keeping yourself in cloaked, yeah, but invisible, invisible to all
Mm.
radars, and no one can track. And then also making a perimeter around, like a boundary around your place, and then like put like make a fire ring around it, and then it just like
Mm.
put signs up that says like enter at your own risk. And then as soon as they step over the boundary, then they're gonna burn up. It's like
That's a great idea.
gone. So there's like you put a sign up, you warn them, so then they're
Okay.
entering,
Haven't been
yeah.
I'm a little, I'm so, I guess, I don't know, I would say kind, but I guess I'm just not as brutal. And when I think about
No, you got to do
protection,
that because this
but
is demons
I
coming
do.
in.
Yeah, you're
These
right.
are
You're
demons. Yeah.
right.
They're not there to play around, you know.
Right,
They're
right,
not
right,
there.
right.
They're there to take and steal and rob and everything else and invade your mind and make you think negative and so you can't fulfill your mission. So you just want to sleep and be depressed or have addictions or whatever, you know. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah,
invades, you know.
yeah.
So make a whole shield of it, you know, all around and then make that whole thing of fire ring around your whole place too, you know, and if they touch it, even it's gonna set them on fire. Yep, you
I'll
gotta
do that.
really
I'll do that.
do that.
I
Make
will do
sure.
that.
And it's like taking our power back, you know, taking our power back and not
Mhm.
saying, you know, so if we're feeling low mood and negative thoughts, then there's something invading us because we're not, if that's not normal for us, you
Right.
know? So it's needing to feel where it's at and pulling it out of us energetically and then burning it with like a blow, like when I think it's like a blowtorch, right? Is that a blowtorch? Whatever that, you
Yeah,
know, like
yeah.
a
Sounds like you
torch,
like to use the blowtorch. Yeah.
like get
Uh,
rid of it, all that, you know?
mhm.
I just like to burn it, you
Yeah,
know,
burning.
get rid of it and then it's gone, you know?
Well,
And
it makes sense because you're a fire creation. I guess what they used to have. But anyway,
uh
fire, the flame being.
yeah, I feel
Yeah,
that.
we need to keep that intact because that's like to me that's been my highest focus is like just keep your soul intact, bring everything back,
hmm
don't lose
hmm
the fire.
Yeah, keeping
I
it
mean, I've been
strong.
feeling. I mean, like right now, I feel extremely energized. Like it's hard for me to just
hmm
slow down right now.
Yeah,
Just 'cause energizing each other possibly.
yeah, because we're activators, you know,
Mm.
we activate other, you know, we activate each other and stuff too. So that's what you do when someone is like another starseed person that's awake, you know, or even talking to them and they're just kind of thinking or they're waking up, then you just talk about stuff or give them stuff or light codes or whatever it is, and then they're like, it helps them, you know,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
does. And at any level, you just drop it into their field and then they can take it from there, you know?
Mhm.
So yeah, it's a lot, but that's fun to see someone activate, you know, that you help assist them in that, you know, and just give them what you already do and know. And then
Yeah.
that's because they come to you though, you know, like that you're not going to anybody and saying to do this, you know, they come to you and say, "Hey, what does that mean? You know, what do these codes mean? What is this, you know?" So, yeah. So, yeah, maybe there's something like a tour in a way, a trip or something that could be more where people can start kind of getting together in that way. But I know that kind of that's like people talk about that, you know, that's why there's conferences, but then
Mm.
it's kind of turned the wrong way, you know, really,
Mm.
because conferences aren't fun at all. They're expensive and then they're just like, who wants to sit and listen to someone talk? You know, that's like school in a way, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like a programmed message too, because it's like so many of the speakers are the same speakers at every conference. So
Uh,
I am not learning anything new. So yeah, I'm not really for that kind of thing anymore. Like I've been to two and that's kind of enough in a way. So I'd like
mm.
to rather do more things on in small groups and going to outside places, being outside so I can't be targeted.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I
That's I
was
think the wise
heavily
thing to do.
targeted
I think
when
going to places of power, natural places, the natural sites.
outside, yeah.
Maybe just yeah, something simple like nature
Mm?
hikes, meditations, and then just sharing and
Yeah, that's good. That's
just
good enough
something
too.
simple,
Yeah, because it,
but I mean all this is so complex that I think the simpler, in a sense, you keep it and
it's kind
natural.
of better.
I'm always thinking about nature and just like you're saying, get out of any of the monitored areas. I'll tell you this though. See, I've been thinking about moving. I've been wanting to move for a while now. And I noticed when I've been to Mexico in the past, um, there's an immediate frequency shift.
Mm,
Like I go in the past, like I've been to like the tribal ceremonies in
hmm
Mexico, and
hmm
I went to one in ¿cómo se llama? Sonora, the state of Sonora. And
Hmm.
there's one of the great teachers there, um, Cachorra, who's a lot of people allegedly believe he's the Don Juan of the Carlos Castañeda books. But
Mm.
I've met him and been to his ceremonies and sweat lodges, and God,
He has
it
a
is just
jaguar
one of the
energy.
most pure, just such a pure and deep
Hmm.
peace that I have
Yeah.
not felt anywhere else when
Yeah.
I've gone. And I've been meaning to wanting to go there because he's still alive and he's got to be like 110 or plus years at this point.
Hmm.
When I saw him, I think he was 104 at that time. So now it's been over years, 10 years ago now. So he's got
Yeah.
to be 104. Oh God, he's still alive as far as I know. So he's doing something
Hmm.
right. But
Hmm.
anyhow, so I've been thinking like at least going by myself, but it would be cool to even meet up with a group, whoever can
Hmm.
manage it and coordinate that and just, that's an experience, if anything.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
but I also would love to personally, I want to go to Yucatan, but I mean, there's
Yeah.
no real
Yucatan's good.
strict anything. I'm just like
Yeah.
anywhere where
Just
there's
going
no,
there.
where there isn't going to be interference, where there's
Hmm.
just peace and it's like
Kind of go on by
secure,
yourself in a way too is
clean.
good because then you do it spontaneously. It's not planned, in that way,
Yeah. Yeah,
you
I
can
try
move
to,
around
yeah,
like that
exactly.
way too.
I try to be
So,
spontaneous actually for that reason because
hmm.
you scramble like to mess up the program and
Hmm.
messes up the tracking. So,
Yeah, yeah, because it
but
won't be tracked. Because you can
but
live, because you can sleep somewhere different or whatever you're feeling, and kind of
hmm
go with the flow of things. But yeah,
yeah.
that because it doesn't seem like there's as much um towers or monitoring or something where in those villages,
Yeah,
like
with the
that.
native tribes and the native
Hmm.
peoples and the indigenous peoples. I think what scares a lot of people though is just like cartel, of course, and the narcos and all that stuff. Like I think that
Yeah,
scares people from
they're not
visiting. They
really
get such
in
a
that
Mexico
in
gets such a
that
bad.
place,
No, not at all. It's like
Yeah,
totally peaceful and just like
yeah. It's like
just
really calm and everything.
so
So it's like a
peaceful.
calm life,
I
It
know.
is. It's like a quiet and
Mm.
slow paced life. So
Very
I think
slow.
that he's learned
So
to
peaceful.
slow down time. I think he's learned to slow down time to where it's like double the uh back, double
Mm.
slow like
Yeah.
that. And so that I think that's what the um guy has done. He has a lot of jaguar. He has a jaguar energy.
Yeah, he's got, I think, Mayan and Lakota ancestry,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
from what he told me at
Very
least.
codex, mind codex and stuff too.
Mayan and
Mm-hmm.
Lakota, and
Yep.
it's. I mean, yeah. Anyhow, but
What is Copan in Guatemala?
Copan is in Copan. That's got to be in
Is that
Central
Guatemala?
America. It's either
Yeah.
Guatemala or Yucatan, somewhere
Mm-hmm.
around there.
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch, but there's a bunch of sites out there, and I think unfortunately a lot of them are like hijacked or taken or
Yeah. Like you don't
negative
feel
aliens.
anything.
Some of them are negative, but some of them it's like Syrian, Pleiadian,
Mm-hmm.
places where the Syrians and Pleiadians imprinted, like brought some of their teachings, and
Yeah.
I think it's just a lot of inversions and twisting
Yeah. I
and
think it's like
distortions.
a
It's not
places
all.
too.
I mean,
No.
it's a mixed bag, really. It really is
Mm-hmm.
a mixed bag.
Oh
So
yeah.
I think of
Yeah.
Mexico, it just depends.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You just gotta have a strong discernment and
Of
be
where you're
sharp,
going
and
and stuff.
you just gotta bring your best. But it's actually, that's the thing. God, love it so much. People are so friendly, and it's
I
so, I
know.
don't know, I love
Mm-hmm.
it. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, like,
They do seem more friendly.
it
Yeah.
feels free, and like I noticed the mind programming, the MK Ultra or whatever hypnosis they put with, I don't know if it's from the 5G or what here in the USA, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
it's different, at least from what I remember over there. It's like all of a
Yeah.
sudden, whoa, now I'm alive. It's like all of a sudden you feel,
Yeah.
oh, that's right, I'm
Because you
alive.
notice you're happy and everybody,
Wow.
wants to be a family and take care of you. And, they're accommodating and stuff, even complete strangers. So like that. And no one's afraid of talking to their neighbor. Everybody talks to each other, knows each other, and hangs out and does stuff. So that feels good to have that connection with real conversation. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
And
think it's like
and
as long as you
learning.
stay away, I think as long as it's like anything, right? It's street smart. So as long as you stay away from like military and people with, the guns and all that. It's like you're
Yeah.
pretty. you're good. You know, the
Probably just
people.
like village kind of thing. Like in a way, not the big cities, like a
Yeah.
more of a
Yeah.
village or something, wherever that would be,
But wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be a lot of fun? It's just
would
something
be.
like
I
that. I
would
mean,
love
it's
that.
all on expenses and all
Yeah,
that. You know,
I would love
it's a
that.
dream. You know, we're
Because I know
manifestors. We
I
can
have
do anything.
I know I have those aspects too. The Jaguar, and I feel like I've been like at the Jaguar before, but definitely Mayan before, and all that whole area. There's such an interest in all of Mexico and Central America, you know,
I mean,
and
there's so much magic and so much
yeah.
unknown and
Hmm.
so much that's un
A lot of shaman stuff, huh? Like that,
tons,
like
tons,
other
tons of that
things
stuff. Hmm.
in that reality though, not like a regular working class people. They're just like robot kind of thing, like
Yeah.
that. So in the village part where the shaman people are, like that
Hmm.
way, that would be something I would like.
It's an idea. Ideas.
Really
Anyhow,
slow, like a retreat kind of thing, but not
yeah,
not not a big thing, a group, so it's like something that has to manifest, like feels right. Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
putting that out there, we'll
Keep
see.
me updated with that because I would be interested in going to something like that
Well,
for
that'd be fun.
sure with
That
the
doesn't have,
shaman stuff.
I mean, yeah, it's something that's a little more, I don't know. There's a, I'm always about like the possibilities and I get excited,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, seeing
and right
just
now with just all the drama and all I mean, with all the warring stuff and the dystopian stuff and all this, just, all the political nonsense, like all
yeah,
this
I don't
drama,
even look at that.
it's like,
Don't even
it's
look
just,
at it.
it's like we need to just treat ourselves good and be kind to ourselves and
Hmm.
support each other in our missions. And I think just encourage each other. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's,
Focusing on
know,
the
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 medicine,
good, yeah, the goodness and like calm, like all the calm energy, that just staying calm in the chaos, almost like that,
Yes.
and that way that feels best, just to stay in kind of neutral or in your heart,
Yeah.
during the chaos around, and you just kind of
Yes.
hold that frequency, so then um you just kind of make everything kind of slow down that way too a little bit, so
Yes.
like time just kind of moves away, and you just kind of, I don't know. It's kind of the best really to operate in that way instead of the busy working all the time and control, busy, 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 There's no
Yes.
way. That just is the on one day of that, then we're done, Then we need like a week to recover, So
Hmm.
that's just too much to have to manage. Yeah. So okay, so yeah,
Alrighty.
so send me like you already have your YouTube. You have a YouTube? So talk about that.
Oh, sure. Well, well, I mean, it's not like anything.
Yeah,
It's just like
but
one of
like your
those,
channel that you're
placeholders.
starting. Yeah, you're
Yeah, I
starting
got,
to do stuff.
yeah, because I think I'm kind of my soul is like saying like, let's go.
Yeah.
I think I've been procrastinating, but also I think not so much. I think it's been interference really,
Uh-huh. Yeah, in
just all kinds
advance.
of
Yeah.
messing with me. But at this
Hmm.
point, I'm just uh, trying to push as much as I can, like the intention of like, let's just, even if it's
Yeah.
just a little bit here, a little bit there.
Yeah. That's where you
Eventually,
start.
something will
Hmm.
kick off. But
Yeah.
yeah, I do have a channel right now. So yeah, you want me to say? I guess I should, huh?
Yep.
So you'll find me. The Eternal Flow 1111.
Oh, okay.
That's
Eternal
what I
flow
call it right now.
1111.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
The eternal flow though. The was on
The
there too.
the the
Uh-huh.
Eternal.
The
Yeah.
eternal flow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of just feeling it out, but and I'm thinking in
Eleven
terms of like
eleven.
again because I align with the eternal flow of creation, right? We're talking
Yeah.
about the crystal frequencies. We're talking about the
Yeah.
eternal life way and living free from the controllers and the
Yeah.
inversions and the distortions and just trying our best to, you
Hmm.
know,
Yeah, and
al-
you have your own channel, so you can kind
continue
of
to,
go from there with
uh,
interviewing different people if you want, or being on other people's shows and stuff like that too. So you can
yeah,
kind
we'll
of
see.
control it that way.
We'll
Yeah.
see how it goes.
Yeah. but
That's
I'll
what I
send
was
you
just
the
about.
copy of this so you can put it on there. And
Yeah.
then,
uh,
yeah.
Yeah, no, you can find me. We'll be in touch and
Mhm.
but yeah, so anyway, so
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. So okay then. So I guess we can end it then and then we'll just pick back up another time or just I'll just be on your platform too as well. You know, if you want me to be on there, just send me a message or whatever when you're ready to
Sure.
do that too.
That
Yeah.
would be super cool. I mean, it's
Mhm.
really quiet. I mean, I was just like it's really kind of like a
Mhm.
placeholder at this point. Like,
Yeah. It starts off like that
I mean,
though,
I got like my meditation video, whatever, but
That's cool.
me
Yeah.
talking, it's just, me just trying to get out there. But um, yeah. So what do you think? Would you like to do like an interview type thing sometime
Yeah.
in the future?
Yeah.
And we could
That'd be cool.
just talk
I would like that.
starseed, shaman, magic,
Yeah.
healing, anything you want, anything
Yeah,
goes,
that would be
kind
good.
of
Yeah,
open session.
I go on vacation to Massachusetts in on uh all of August and then I'll be back in September, but so like August the 1st till September the 4th I'll be in Massachusetts um
Oh,
like the beach and everything with my friend,
oh,
like she
oh,
lives
okay,
there,
okay.
so we'll be going to the ocean and all that. That's what I did last year too, so I had a lot of
Mm.
fun. Yeah, so doing that again and swimming in the ocean and all that. So it's
Oh, that's
really
great.
healing. Yeah, real healing time.
Oh, yeah,
And
just
finding
being
all kinds of rocks and, because there's some beach that's like all silver metallic looking and then there's like quartz and stuff. So it's like, oh, really pretty. I mean,
mm.
I have to be like, oh my gosh, look at I want to send home all kinds of boxes of rocks and crystals and stuff. So yeah, but I like that. I like doing that. So yeah, so I'm going. So if you wanted to do it before then, that would be good.
Yeah,
That would be good.
if
Yeah,
you're
because
open
the
to it,
time I'll get away after that.
I,
It'll be.
I would be open to that because I'm feeling the energetic momentum now. I
Hmm.
mean, I've been feeling like I don't know what it means, but I keep feeling like I'm gonna die. I'm like getting ready to like boom ascend like next week.
Oh.
So that's the feeling I got.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, so you need to get some stuff in place and over with. Like, let's get this over with. So putting
Yeah,
things in place or something like that. Yeah.
yeah.
So
I think
sometime this week, if you wanted to do it,
yeah,
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 that would be
that would be
good. You
super.
know,
Um,
yeah, yeah, that would be good.
what do you
Like,
think?
if you want to on Friday or something like that. You
Oh
want to
yeah,
Friday? Yeah.
yeah, that would be
Okay.
perfect actually.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That's gonna be
Friday.
right before the 25th, which is gonna be the day out of time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we'll run out of time by the 25th.
Do you want to do it on the 25th?
I don't know. That could be crazy. I think 24th is good. 24th is good. But by
Okay.
25th, we might have ascended, so.
Yeah. When is your birthday? It's
Um,
like in August then or what? What?
September,
Oh,
September
you're
23rd.
you're not Leo. I thought you
Uh,
was a Leo.
I am, well,
You're a Libra.
okay, so I'm okay, so there's two. There's the Vedic and then there's the tropical. The tropical, I am a Libra Virgo cusp. My subconscious moon is the Scorpio, but
Oh,
my ascendant or what do
you're
they call it?
rising. Uh-huh.
Rising, that's the Leo.
Oh, you're Leo. Okay. Yeah, your ascendant is
My
Leo.
ascendant rising is Leo. But then in the Vedic system or the side rail, I'm Cancer. As the
You're a
ascendant,
Cancer?
as a Cancer as ascendant is my ascendant.
Oh, ascendant.
In the
Yeah.
side rail, and astrologers say the side rail is the more, um, they say it's the more accurate system, right?
Oh, yeah. So it's like almost like the thing before. So it's like the sign before is
Yeah,
what
so
would be the ascendant.
the tropical is like the past, and the sidereal is the most up to date, some say. But there's still systems. I mean, you don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to feel that you're bound to that, because our soul is beyond all this programming.
Yeah. So I have a Cancer sun and a Cancer moon, and then my ascendant is Sagittarius. Yeah,
Oh,
so it's
okay.
like so it's the fire sign like yours with the
Oh,
Leo.
cancers. I trust me. I understand the cancer energy
Hmm.
because having that, I know how that is. It's like you're just kind of like the that's the feeling I get. It's like you're kind of like
always ready to box.
But you're very family oriented. You got
Yeah,
that family, very strong family vibes, and I know I do
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
But
ready to, because it's guarded. There's a lot of guarded, like people who try to, even a Scorpio's like that too, though. They're like,
Scorpio,
why are
yes.
you
Yeah.
asking me all these questions for,
hmm
Like, I'm not gonna
hmm
answer. Like, what, like playing the cards and stuff, you don't let anybody see your cards, They,
Yeah.
by the time you're done, you know what all everybody's hand they're holding, but nobody knows what you're holding, so you
Yeah.
don't give your information out and stuff.
That's
So,
right, Scorpios.
mhm,
That's true. Very
I
true.
like that.
Absolutely. I love
Yeah.
the Scorpios.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that. But anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
we could talk
Cancer's
about.
Cancer's kind of like that too in some ways, guarded and stuff, a little bit more trusting, but can
Mhm.
understand and get to the Scorpio by the emotions, by making them feel like they are understood, because
Yes.
Scorpio is very complex with their
Mm.
thinking and well, their how they operate is completely different than any of those um it's very complex Scorpios are, but once you betray them, then forget it. You're off the island, never coming back.
Oh my God.
That's how Scorpios operate,
Hey, Scorpios, trust me, I love you.
Yeah.
Believe
Mm-hmm.
me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. Yeah, my mom is a Scorpio and I have a lot of Scorpio
Really?
placement too. I have
My
a lot
mother's
of
also
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Really?
And I
Yeah.
got Scorpio too, strong placement. In fact,
Mm-hmm.
this next year, my reading, my astrology is that Scorpio is going to be a big ass deal. This
What is
next,
your North Node?
my
I have
north,
no North Node
well,
Scorpio.
so I had a reading with Ola Wolny. Do you know her? Ola
Mm-mm.
Wolny. She's been on Rob's show, and she does sidereal Vedic astrology readings, and she does
Mm.
the North Node. She does a different system. So I've got like, okay, my North Node in the tropical system is, what is it? Fuck, hang on. I think it's, uh, is it Aquarius
Taurus, Aquarius?
or is it Capricorn?
I don't
Uh,
think Capricorn. I don't feel
which one comes first?
Capricorn.
The Aquarius in the tropical, and I think in the sidereal it's
Mm.
Capricorn.
Oh, okay. The
But
the side rail is probably Capricorn, huh? Then
tropical, yeah, I have to double check. I got a
yeah, yeah.
book on this, but it's
Yeah,
either
but
Aquarius or Cap.
that's
I
your
think it's
North
Aquarius.
Node,
Yeah.
a
What?
North Node.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So the North Node is what you came here to learn about yourself or
I think,
overcome, right? Overcome.
yeah, because I think my south node was
Yeah, it's the opposite Leo.
opposite. Yeah.
It's Leo,
Yeah, Leo. So in
the
this
South
round,
Node.
basically, I'm not supposed to be the showman. I'm supposed to be more in the background, actually, trying to get
Uh-huh.
people together, which is
Yeah,
probably
the
what you'll see happening in the next round,
talking,
these next
doing like the
few years.
videos and stuff
Uh,
too. That's part of it
yeah,
too.
but
Like talking.
bringing people together. I think
Mm-hmm.
creating more unity,
Mm-hmm.
especially around all this kind of thing, because
Yeah, unity.
we're
Mm-hmm.
meant to be the way showers.
Peacekeepers, kind of like a peace. I always see like a peace, like a kind of peace person as a Aquarian, energy.
Yes.
Because they're
Yes.
ahead of time. They're ahead of their time and stuff and misunderstood in a
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
My son is Aquarius. So I had to adapt to like that
Um,
way too, in a way. People think I'm Aquarius too.
you do have that
Astrologers and
feeling.
stuff. Yeah.
Aquarius and Pisces. I mean, because you have this dreamy, watery feeling, about you.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
where understanding, like
you know, I,
understanding in that way, but then I'm kind of direct too. So I don't know. I just kind of fluctuate with that, with everything, So I
and
don't know.
I think when you're such a complex being, it's like the astrology maybe doesn't
I
apply
know.
so fixated on you as much. It's like you break through those
True.
programs because you're still matrix programs, as I
They
understand it.
are. Yeah, because you don't have that
All
outside of
that
this.
stuff, the astrology, numerology, whatever.
Yeah, because we're ancient
Um,
beings. We're not born just here. Like that's just Earth matrix kind of thing,
yeah.
So,
The human design, all these systems,
uh-huh,
it's all mind programs, right?
it
It's all
is.
mind. And we're trying to break out of the mind. Ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to break out of the mind.
Mm-hmm. break your mind open, so then
Yeah.
shatter it, and then you can
Well,
go and then it's
we
going
don't
to
want
be opened up, and
but we
then
don't
you
want to
can
damage
see
our brain, but
everything.
we want
Not
to
damage.
expand beyond
Yeah.
our mind so that we can uh
Grow, find the
um
other aspects,
be free,
and be
essentially.
free from all the chains. Yep.
Be free from
Yeah.
all those contracts and chains and who knows what else.
Right.
Anyway.
So we feel better. And then whatever happens, we're just like going with the flow of it, like we deal with it in that moment too. So not over planning everything, 'cause then that's like you don't even know what's going to be. So making sure you're creating that fire around your perimeter too, set up
Hmm.
the torch field,
Yes,
and
the torch or
torch them,
the flame field.
torch them all. Yeah.
Ah, oh,
As soon as they enter anything, like, so yeah, it's doing it all the time though. Definitely. Yeah, it's a full-time job.
I'm gonna do that.
So okay, well,
Oh
I will
goodness.
talk
Well,
to
it's
you
been
later
such a
then. So
joy. It's been,
we didn't agree like what time
oh
on the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Friday, like the
Let's
night
do,
time, the same time, 7 p.m.
let's see here.
What's your time now?
Right now my time is 7:30 p.m.
Oh,
We're
okay.
2 hours apart.
Okay. Yeah.
So we could do, yeah, we could do a similar time if you like.
You want to? Yeah.
We could do
Yeah.
that on the
Yes.
Friday
The
if that feels good
24th.
to you. Because
Yeah, the
I'm fairly
24th.
flexible with time right now. So I can work around your scheduling.
Okay. And then you just um do you have Zoom, or you want me to create that with
Yeah,
there?
I have Zoom.
Okay.
Either way.
Okay, so we'll be back then on the 24th to be on your show then. So that'll be good.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
whoever, I guess
everybody,
whoever, you're welcome to, pop, show up if anyone
yeah,
happens to
yeah.
somehow cross paths at this stage.
We can stream
Um,
it on
you never
live
know.
stream it or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
super cool.
hmm
That would be super cool. Let's do
Yeah, we
that.
can do it for my channel, like sync it up to my channel too.
Okay, yeah,
hmm
let's do that.
Yeah,
That would be
be
super
cool.
fun.
Okay then. So I'll
Alrighty,
see you then on Friday. Cool.
cool.
All
Hey,
right, talk to you
take care.
later.
Be safe out there.
You too.
Torch those
Bye.
motherfuckers. Bye.